I ran into some technical difficulties, y'all. My streaming software just stopped working right before I clicked the live button. So I don't know what happened. I don't know how this live gonna go, but my streaming software just completely stopped working. So we're gonna see how.
That's the devil.
Yeah, it's the devil talking, but like all my software just stopped working on my computer right before I click live, and I can't fix it. So we're gonna see how it go tonight. Y'all. I don't know how good this live gonna be, but we're gonna try it out. But salute, Michelle. What's up, Michelle? How you doing?
Hey, Greg. Hi, Ratchet TV.
What's good? What's good? So, we had a very interesting conversation today.
We did.
You called me mad as hell this morning. So,
First, I put it online, then I called.
say it again.
Said first it was online, then I called.
Yeah, you was pretty hot at me this morning because it was something you said I said.
I was pretty. Not necessarily what you said, it's just what you didn't stop. First, I put it online, then
Turn it down. Let me turn it down. All right, yeah. So you said this what I didn't stop. It's because somebody called into my stream and basically said they had some receipts on you.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's out of my.
I just wanna know where his receipts are.
I don't know. I don't know where the man receipts are,
Cause
but
if you're talking like that magnitude, like you just know and you're certain about what you're talking about, then it should be something that backs up and follows that. Otherwise, you just bashing for no reason. And then you trying to cover it up with like, oh, I'm supporting her. I hope she gets her baby. But then you saying other shit like, no.
yeah, I got you. Okay, now I'm trying to see if I keep looking over here, it's because I'm trying to make sure that this software is working. 'Cause if y'all can hear everything, drop the gems in the chat. If everything is cool, just drop the gems in the chat. I'm just trying to make sure my stream is working. So just
What's
drop it.
gems?
Hmm?
What's gems?
Oh, the little gem emojis. There they go. Okay, they dropped.
Okay.
Okay, I was trying to make sure we good because my computer is just went completely out of whack. All right, It's looking like it's working now, but I fix it. I fix it tomorrow or something. All right. Well, Michelle, I wanted to invite you back on the stream because, like I said, I wanted you. I think you got confused, thinking that I don't support you or thinking that what I'm saying I'm against you or something like that. And I ain't never bad talked you. Now I've stood on exactly what I've said, and we can definitely chop it up about what I said. I've went on record to say, did I lose you? Think here. Okay, there you go. You bet.
I put my phone on do not
Okay,
disturb.
so I went on record to say that I felt like, what I'm saying, you just got yourself into something you couldn't get out of. I did hear that, what I'm saying, you were paid by Cora. I said that I've heard that. So
Mm.
I mean, you can address that if you want to, but like I said, I stood on everything I said. I didn't say that you don't deserve your kid back. I've always felt like I felt bad for you. I felt truly sorry for you. And we're gonna get back into your story tonight because I think more people should hear it. So I want more people to hear your story. So I want to kind of go back over it, but I just kind of want to start where we left off this morning, so people can kind of understand like what happened and why we back here. You kind of felt a way about a guy who popped up on my stream, and he kind of alluded to the fact that you were paid by Cora. He alluded to the fact that he had some receipts on you. He was alluding to a lot of stuff, and you said I didn't agree with him, but I didn't disagree with him. You like I just kind of let the man just run off with what he was saying, and I also said that I heard that, and you kind of felt like, hey man, look, you were telling me I never got paid by this chick, and but I'm gonna let you speak for yourself. But like I said, I didn't. I'm not against you, Michelle. I don't have nothing bad to say about you. I do want you to get your kid back, and I want to be someone that could be in your corner that could possibly help you using my platform and using my voice and even putting boots on the ground to go press these people. If you with me, I'm going with you. You know what I'm saying? So whatever
Right.
we can do, I'm down to help you. So now I give you the floor.
Well, I appreciate that, but yes, it irritates and grinds. It's like a lot of stuff doesn't like I guess move me in a way when people make certain comments about the story. But when it comes to that whole you were paid for your child and that's what like does something to me because it's not a price that a person can pay for a soul that came out my body. I don't care how fucked up mentally I was. I wasn't that fucked up to take money for my baby. You hear what I'm saying? And then when you go to the point, not you but him, you go to the point of saying, "Oh, I got this receipt or I got that receipt." It's just like, don't insult my intelligence and don't fucking play in my face. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't like that. I don't like that. I was not paid. I was offered. She offered me money, and when I turned the money down, she offered my son's dad money. That didn't go through. That's when she upped it, her antics with other stuff. So I was offered money, and I said that, and I was very clear when I said that. I never received a dime from my son. When she offered me the money for him, I told her no. I don't like what is this about? I said I just need help. So it's like you have to be honest. A story like this to this magnitude going up against these type of people and you not be honest, because it's going to come out. Whatever you're not saying, whatever you're not telling the truth about, it's going to come out. You know what I'm saying? So the best recipe in everything is just to be transparent and to be honest. So for him to get on his platform and be like, "Oh, I have firsthand knowledge. She just gave the baby away. She took money for the baby. Oh, I go to the church. I did it." I ain't never saw that man a day in his life. So he didn't know me when I was going to the church. I didn't know him. And I was very popular at the Potter's house. I knew a lot of people at the Potter's house. I ain't never seen that man a day in my life. So when did you hear about me? You heard about me after I left. You heard about me after the story was made public to the public with the name on it. When did you hear about me? Because I don't know you. I haven't seen you a day in my life. So that just really kind of like irritated me.
Okay. So about the money, when did she offer you money?
She offered me money within the first year of Jason's birth.
And you still had custody of him, correct?
I still had custody. I still had my rights.
Yeah,
Yes.
and just to rewind, I know we've been here before, but it's probably some people tuning in who don't know your story. So you are familiar with TD Jakes and his family. You were a member of the Potter's house.
Mm.
And
Yep.
say it again.
I grew up in a Potter's house.
How, so when did you first meet TD Jakes and or Cora and Sarita? When did
I
you
was about 10 or 12 when we met for the first time. My aunt had been going to the church off and on, and then she decided to join. And me and my mom and my siblings, we was at church with her that Sunday. So when she went to join the church, they take you to new members orientation. At the time, they was building on the church, so they had new members orientation out in tents outside of the church. And so that was our first encounter. And when I was 12, we officially joined the church, and I met Cora again and new members, and that's when we like really started gelling and becoming friends.
yeah.
So and I'm 34 now, so I've known them my damn near my whole life.
So you've been knowing them your whole life. Your family is familiar with their family, I'm guessing.
Yeah, my mom, not like my entire family, but my mom.
And where's your mom at today?
She either at home or at my sister's house.
So like she's in Dallas area.
Yeah, she in Dallas for work. Yeah,
Is she
she in the
still go to
metro.
the Potter's house?
No, she doesn't. She don't go to the
I gotta
Potter's
ask.
house.
I got to.
I
Okay.
know, I know.
So
She don't go to the Potter's house
she
anymore.
doesn't go to the
And
Potter's house.
what's crazy is mom is a minister. I've known my mom to be in church my whole life. And when this situation happened with the Potter's house in Bishop them,
Yeah.
um, my mom stopped going to church. She stopped ministering, she stopped preaching. So it took its own type of toll on her, is for sure.
Got you. So has she spoken to the Jake's family or anybody from the Potter's house recently? Or since your son
Um,
taken from you?
she's spoken to some people because everybody that goes to the Potter's house doesn't believe doesn't believe what they are saying. But because of how their spirituality is rooted, they'll say like we just gonna leave it in God's hands. So you have those type of people.
Gotcha.
Go to the church, but behind closed doors, they like we believe you. We know it's not right. We know it's wrong. So you have those type of people as well. You got people that go to the church that feel like they're in between a rock and a hard place. They really don't know what to do. They really don't know how to stand on the truth. They know that it's wrong. They know what's going on, but again, they're probably fearful too, because the Jakes they tie up loose ends.
So with that being said, like, has your family ever tried to like reach out to the Potter's house or anyone, the Jakes?
I don't know what my mom has done. I be trying to keep her on the leash because she'll get to talking and it that street in her will come out. So I've tried to up until 2 years ago, I've tried to do everything by the book. I've tried to fight, you know what I'm saying, through the through the justice system. I tried not to fight dirty. I tried to fight a very clean fight. I tried to protect their image and try to handle stuff behind closed doors. And then I just got fed up.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna put her Cash App and pin it to the top of the chat. If y'all want to support her on the Cash App, I'm also gonna send her a donation for tonight for coming up here telling her story. So if y'all want to support her, the Cash App is at the top of the screen right there, man, or the bottom. It's at the bottom of the screen. So y'all support her on Cash App if you want to donate to her. It's for a good cause, man. She lost her son due to Cora Jakes, and we about to get into the how you lost him. Okay, so when I'm asking about the family, so I'm kind of trying to do it different because I've already interviewed you before. We spoke a few times, so I'm kind of trying to do this different and ask some stuff that I haven't asked you before. So that's why I'm asking you about your family right now. So your
Mhm.
family pretty much never reached out to TD. They never reached out to Sarita. They never reached out to Cora. I'm just guessing, but based off what you're saying, they've never tried to
I'm
reach out.
sure my mama has reached out to Sarita, but nobody can reach out to Bishop. I mean, you can try, but that's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Okay. So let's just say they haven't spoken to them directly. They have since
Correct.
okay, they have not spoken directly to TD or
Mm-mm.
Sarita.
No.
Okay, so so you basically saying the family is just like we're just gonna leave this in God's hands. We can't do
No,
nothing.
my mom, you have to be strategic when you're at this stage of it. So my mom is gonna have her day to say her piece.
Yeah.
And when she starts talking about her experience and some of the things that she knows just from being a minister at the Potter's house and then bring it together with what happened with Jason, that's going to be another eye opener. But I'm going to allow my mom to speak for herself. I don't want to speak for her.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just basically asking, just seeing if they ever spoke directly or tried to speak out directly. But I guess, like you said, I'm gonna just
She tried, but they ignore us. That's
so
what
let
they
me
do.
just throw something out. Basically, what you're saying is, and I'm just guessing, the family has attempted to make some sort of
Mhm.
they've done something, but it's,
Mhm.
it's all failed, and they just pretty much like we're just gonna leave it in God's hands at this point. We tried, but we don't. We
Yeah,
out of
it's
it.
like knocking. You keep knocking on the door that's not being answered, or you
I
keep
get it.
calling the phone and nobody's picking up. And then you try other outlets, but because of all the pull that they have, it sometimes you feel like you at a dead end, you at a crossroad.
Got
So
got you. So with that being said, and happy birthday to your son, by the way. Her son's
thank
birthday
you.
was just not
Yesterday,
yesterday. It was yesterday, or was it the day before yesterday? She froze. I think her phone keep ringing. Let's see.
hold on. Sorry,
There you go.
I was trying to put it on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, so happy birthday to your son. Happy birthday to
Yes,
Jason.
his birthday was yesterday. He was born at 9:49 in the morning, 6 pounds 7 ounces.
It's a blessing. And he turned 10.
He turned 10. He's in the double digits now.
Yeah, I remember. Okay,
Yeah, you
so
remember? Good job, Greg.
happy birthday. See, I do give a damn. I do. I
You
truly
do
do.
give a damn. Okay,
I
okay.
remember last time he said he was 9. So yeah, I remember the whole story. I didn't write nothing down because I do remember your entire story front to back. You know what I'm saying? And it's a story that touched me. Now, a lot of people just feel like there's some holes or some missing parts, and that's why some people are kind of hard on you. I feel like a little bit on the internet is because they just quite don't understand how this happened. So kind of lead them up to what were you going through in your life? Like what was going on in your life when you were pregnant with Jason?
When I was pregnant with him, I think I was, well, not think, I was at the lowest place that I've ever been in my life. And I'm talking, I was depressed. I was homeless in the sense of I didn't have my own place to stay. Um, Me and the kid's dad were going our separate ways. Feelings of being ashamed. I was just in a really, really deep, dark place during that whole entire pregnancy. It was a lot of stuff going on in the family, in my personal life. Um,
I'm listening to you. Yeah.
and um,
That was
a lot of times, a lot of times, I felt like, my
I'm gonna hide your cash app, but I donated to her, y'all. Y'all go ahead and donate to the lady. You know what I'm talking about? Let's keep it a big buck. I ain't gonna show you. I ain't gonna show you the name, Mister. I don't nobody doxing you. But her cash app is at the top of the screen, y'all. So I blessed her. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hope y'all bless her game tonight too, man. Let me see, is it glitching? All right, go ahead. Speak for me, Michelle.
damn. Okay,
Yeah.
hello. Can y'all hear me? I don't know why it keeps freezing.
Yeah, because I think somebody keep calling your phone or something. All right, y'all can hear everything good? Let me know. If y'all can hear, drop the gems. If y'all can hear her and y'all can hear me, drop the gems. All right, you good? You good? Okay.
Women differently, you know,
Yeah.
and it's different levels of postpartum depression. Like I said last time, like some people kill their baby, some people try to like cut their arms off, some people have detachment, some people are, be so zoned out. Some women are just very, really emotional. For me, it was emotional and detachment. And I didn't know how to get my foot. You said, hold on.
No. I'm saying the audio is good. I hear it perfect on
Oh,
my end.
yeah. I didn't know my foot, and I really didn't even know what I was dealing with until I took this quiz at the hospital they gave me to determine if I was suffering from postpartum depression. I scored so high on the quiz for postpartum depression that the nurse came in and told me and Cora that I needed to talk to somebody, that if she was going to be there to help me, that I needed to speak with. I needed to be okay. Somebody needed to make sure that I was okay because I was dealing with postpartum depression. And
That's her audio. It's because somebody keep calling her phone. So if y'all keep hearing her pause, and you know what I'm saying, that's her connection. So I just bear with her connection. I think somebody just keep on blowing up her phone. So I'm not really sure. That's why she keep freezing though. So my audio is good. There she goes. She
Okay,
back
I'm right
in.
here. I'm sorry. They and I keep trying to put it on do not disturb and it keep jumping. So I'm so sorry. But and she was like, she's gonna need some help. And instead of her like actually helping me, like giving me the resources or helping me even find the resources, Cora took it upon herself to be my therapist. And she said that she could counsel me because she was a member of the Potter's House and because she was going through ministry school. And at the time, I was so like mentally unstable. I was so weak minded. I wasn't myself. I was in survival mode in my head. So, sorry. I was in survival mode.
It is Ratchet TV, so fuck it. That's good. Ooh, all
Okay,
right.
she gone.
So
All
she
right.
counseling you.
There's a
Let's
whole
get back
lot
to
of.
her counseling you.
She counseled me. She counseled me, and the counseling wasn't counseling. She did that. I feel like she did that to, again, to have a paper trail because she knew. She knew I was vulnerable. She knew I was in a fucked up mindset. She knew that I was dealing with postpartum depression. She knew everything that was going on with me from, you know, issues I was having with my thing about it because I'm not gonna go against my mama, period. And to again be honest, at the time I couldn't even listen to my mom because we had our issues. We weren't seeing eye to eye. We weren't getting along. Cora knew that. Cora also took that advantage of that, separated me. Cause manipulators they groom you, right?
Yeah.
Um, so she knew everything that I was dealing with my family, and she used that to get me separated from my family, to get me, on board with them by myself, and made it to where oh, your mom doesn't really care about you, she's jealous of you, she doesn't really want the best for you, I want the best for you, I'm here for you, you don't need nobody else, I can help you and help the baby. These were the type of things that she were doing and saying. And then, as you know, after they are have talked to you with the grooming, they start grooming you through actions, right? So she starts, man, I guess with her. And so and so she used that to her advantage as well. From I feel like that shit was from day one, honestly. From the time she was there at the hospital, because I would breastfeed Jason and I would put him down and she'll pick him up. She took so many pictures at the hospital, like so many pictures, and it wasn't pictures of me and Jason. It was pictures of her and Jason and pictures of Jason. She didn't take pictures of me and Jason. The pictures that I have of me and Jason at the hospital, she took some of pictures of me and Jason, but that was on the last day when we was leaving the hospital and I was in a wheelchair. But the pictures that I have of me and Jason, I paid. It's a photographer that comes to the hospital to take
Yeah.
pictures of the newborn babies. So
Yeah.
I paid him to take pictures of me and Jason. But she didn't take pictures of me and Jason. She only took pictures of her and Jason and of Jason. And not only that, she posted it online. I didn't even post him online. She posted him online first. And then it just went from there. It just went from there.
So she's posting your kid online. She's taking pictures of him. And salute to Kiki for that 10 piece. Kiki said Do not disturb on the iPhone only works when your phone is locked. If your phone is unlocked, notifications are only silent but will still ring. Salute though. Salute Kiki. And that's the first super chat. I don't know what's going on with y'all tonight, but y'all ain't sending your boy nothing. I'm spending and not getting. Come on, y'all. What's up? What's up, gang? You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to donate something to the, you know what I'm talking about? Get the likes up at least. Cause we still at 254 likes. Get the likes up, hit the three dots in the corner, and the likes will appear in the middle of the screen. Come on, y'all. What's going on tonight, man? We got a nice story right here for y'all with Michelle Loud about TD Jakes, Cora Jakes. Okay, let's get back to it. So
Is that a
yeah,
commercial?
yeah, it was a commercial break, a little intermission, you know what I'm saying? We back. All right,
Okay.
so she's basically trying to mentor you, trying to counsel you. She's taking pictures of your kid. Does she start saying things to you at this time to make you know that she's trying to get your son away from you, or how's she acting right now? Yeah,
You need sissy, you know, and or is talking to me about open adoption.
yeah,
Coming to me to talk to me about adoption. Okay. So again, I'm telling her, I don't know nothing about open adoption, but I'm not giving up my child for adoption. I need help. This is what I'm saying to her.
yeah.
Okay, boom. So she leave it at that. Well, I thought that was the end all be all, you know what I'm saying? Then she starts sending me videos of open adoption and I guess educational videos of open adoption. Then she starts sending me videos of different families who have done it's a place to stay. I have to get a job to take care of these children. I'm solely focused on survival mode, right? And Court knows that. I got a job probably like 3 or 4 weeks after I had Jason. I went back to work. I started working at a warehouse. So Court knew that. So she did that. About July comes, and she says, "Hey, this is July 2014. This is 2 months after Jason is born." July 2014 comes, she said, "Hey, I need you to sign this paper. It's just so that, you know, if anything happens, or we going somewhere, we'll have your permission to have Jason. We won't run into anything," is what she said. So I said, okay, I just signed it. I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't read it. Like I said, I'm going to be honest because you have to own your part. Like, I didn't read it. I should have read it. Who I thought was my friend. So I just said, okay, so I signed it. So that's July. August, September comes. Now, she sends the open adoption shit in June. July, she has me sign a paper. August, she asked me again about adoption. September, this is June, July, August. This is my baby 4 months. He's 4 months old now. Okay, so September, she comes back and say, Michelle, I had to add in there, for him to be able to travel with us, and if we need to take him to the doctor. So you have to re-sign the paper. So I just re-signed the paper again, not reading. And when she would bring the papers to me to sign, it was in the middle of me maybe doing something on my way to work. I'm rushing to go somewhere. She would make sure that it was at a convenient time where I wasn't sitting down, or I wasn't, still. Like, she knew that I was in a rush to be
My
somewhere
bad.
or to do something. So that was in September of 2014. September, November comes. This is when between October and November of 2014 is when she asked me for money for my child.
Okay, so let's stop right there. Hold on,
Then
let's
that was
stop right there. So she brought you a piece of paper and she's like, "Hey, sign this once," and then you signed it without looking, and then she's like, "Oh, I need you to re-sign the paper because I added something in it." So you just like, "All right, fuck it."
She told me what she added.
And you just didn't even
She
bother to
told me
read
what
it.
she added.
You trusted it.
I didn't read it. I should have read it, but I didn't, and I trusted her.
Okay.
Yes.
So after you signed it now, did you ever at any point get to finally read what you signed?
I did not read what I signed until we went to court and they had to submit whatever evidence that they were trying to use
Okay.
against me.
So
That's when I
what
knew what
did
I
you
had
what
signed. And what I had,
hold on one second, because I got two super chats. Salute to Sweet D for that 10 piece. Says blessings, Ratchet. Thank you so much. And salute to Wendy Jones for that 10 piece. I appreciate both of y'all. Salute, salute. So you said you did get to read the papers finally in court. So what did that paper say that you signed?
legal
So you
guardianship.
signed over your rights to the baby.
No, no, no. I didn't sign the rights over yet. That was just legal
Okay.
guardianship. That's what I found out it
Okay.
was. It was
Let's
legal, but when she had me sign it, it wasn't a title on the top of the
thank
page.
you, Mickey, for that
It
three
was
piece.
it looked like a letter, right? It wasn't like a release of legal guardianship or giving legal, like, what I'm saying, like a title on the paper. It wasn't it. It was like just a letter. So the title was put on the paper after it was signed, after I signed it. So I didn't have a clue what it was. I trusted her when she told me what it was. And then that's why they tell you now, when
Thank you for that 20. Okay, so you signed these papers. Let's skip. We went too far. We went into court. Let's rewind. You signed the papers. You signed it twice, and now she's. I'm guessing, like, did she start taking? Did she start taking Jason places, or what happens at this point?
place did she go to California, she is still really good friends with Tamar Braxton. And this is during the time where Tamar Braxton was married to Vince. So she would take him out there to see Tamar and Vince and their son Logan as well, with Brandon, who was her husband at the time, and Amari, who's the other adopted daughter. And yeah, yeah, that's what she did. She took them there. I'm trying to think where else she went in that time frame. I don't think she went nowhere else in that time frame. Or when she had like maybe speaking engagements. Because you knew I didn't have the means to travel with my children, right? At the time. You knew I didn't have the means to take my kids to Disney World or to Disneyland and things like that. And so she would, you know, use it like that.
Okay, so she starts taking Jason places,
Don't you want him to travel? Don't you want him to see the world? Telling me things like that.
and you would just say, "Yeah."
What mama who wouldn't want their kid to travel, right?
But
Who
let's ask the
wouldn't want?
crowd. Okay, well, now crowd, would y'all want your kid to travel the world without you? Or yes, sir. Drop the gems
This?
if yes. Drop the caps if y'all like no. Drop the gems if you agreeing with what she's saying, and drop the caps if you don't agree with it. That we'll just ask the ladies in the chat. I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But I mean, I ain't a mama, so
Do you have children?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
I got a son. So yeah. They said, I think it'll be a great opportunity. No, I wouldn't. Not that young, but not without me. There's some people who agree, some people who disagree. I think the crowd kind of, I think they might
She
be.
wasn't a stranger. So y'all have to think about it. In this time, she's a best friend. She's a confidant. She's somebody close to me. It's like his aunt. That's like him going out of town with his aunt. She's not a stranger. She's not a
Somebody you met
person
when
that
you were
I'm
10
not
years old, right?
right. She's not a person that I'm not in communication with. She's not a person that I haven't known my whole life. So at that time, you know, I didn't have
Hold on, say that again. You cut out at the time. What? Yeah. But you also said she used to take him to visit Sarah, and you and Sarah had a good relationship.
it wasn't a bad one.
That was a,
Sarah's a mean girl.
okay. So, and you was cool with your kids going there with her.
It wasn't that's the thing, it wasn't my kids, it was just
That's what say your
Jason.
kid.
I mean, I going there. Like she's a mean girl, but a child abuser. You know what I'm saying? She's not those
Yeah.
things. So no, I didn't have any reserve.
Okay. So as we move on, she starts traveling with your kid now. She's taking them to Disneyland. She's taking them to Sarah's house. She's taking them wherever. And now, does she just take ownership of them? Does she ask you, "Hey, what's good? I want them."
Mm-mm. Now she keeps playing the game. She keeps playing the game. She keeps playing coy because she knows I don't know what the papers are that I signed. So after she does that, um, she keeps talking to me about adoption. She keeps talking to me about adoption. Keeps like putting into my ear. Then she goes into saying how God told her that I had my baby for her. Then a little bit before she said that I told her like, I need some help mentally because around that time, probably about October in the head, well, I told you that I can counsel you. So that's when she started counseling me. And while she was counseling me, that's when she started back talking to me about adoption. And when I kept telling her, no, that's not what I want to do, that's when she started threatening me with taking my child and disguising the threat under God told me that you had your baby for me. You know, that's my baby. She brought a prophet down by the name of Galena White to perform. I called it an exorcist, but now I know it's a spiritual ritual to perform a spiritual ritual on me. It was one day after church.
What is a
Went to-
spiritual ritual?
It's like an exorcism, but it's a spiritual ritual.
What's the difference?
The difference is, I don't know, one Catholic and one not. I don't know the difference, but what I know is that it was a spiritual ritual, and I'm finna break it down to what.
Okay.
I come over there.
You said what?
Salon was given to me. Who gave me a salon?
Hold on, wait. What you
How do I not
you
read the
completely cut
comments?
out. And Cherry Moore, thank you for that 20 piece. If I didn't thank you, Cherry Moore. But you said what happened now?
How do I not? How do I get the comments off my screen?
You're not gonna be able to get them off the screen.
Oh, okay.
Just don't look at
I
them.
don't know. Okay. So what would I say? So yeah, so she brought the prophet down one Sunday after church, and coming in church, and this is on a Sunday. Like, do you go to church? Have you ever been to church?
I, sometimes
You,
I,
you look like you look like you a heathen. Like you don't even worship the Lord.
don't think I worship God. I definitely worship God. I definitely believe it.
No, not like that. You look like you look like you're a member of Bedside Baptist.
What does that mean?
Bedside Baptist, like you go to church on your bedside.
Okay, I read
Yeah.
that completely wrong. Okay. Anyway. No, I think your
Um.
body is your temple though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Period. Because that's what I be believing now. But okay. So in church, like sometimes you have these services where that's when they say like the spirit falls heavy in the service, and people are speaking in tongues and praying. And this particular Sunday, Bishop didn't even like get to preach because it was just such a heavy spirit in the place.
Yeah.
Moved out, so it's now is this big open space, right?
Yeah.
In that space you have the women, and they're in a circle. These women are in a circle. They bring me to the circle. Let
They
me
brought you to the
set the
middle of the
scene for
circle.
you.
So
The
wait, what is in this circle?
Me.
They're like
It's just me.
candles.
Oh, outside of the circle is candles. Like outside of the house, that's what I was getting to. Outside of the circle, it was candles. The lights were dim low, and they were playing worship music. In particular, this song called "Yes" by Shekinah Glory. I know you don't know this song. I know you don't know this song.
Definitely don't know.
But some of your viewers might know this song. I can't sing, so I'm not about to even try to sing it. But if you go look up that song when we get off of here and you listen to it, and then put yourself in the mind frame of being surrounded by women and candles, and they're walking around you speaking in tongues and praying with oil, then Galena White's come in and she starts praying over me. Then she sits me down and she lays me out, like stretches me out on the ground, like when they say lay prostrate before God. No, you don't know that either.
I know what you're saying.
Okay, so so then she just started praying on me, like from my head to my toe, from my toes to my head. Then she started anointing me with oil, and then she says, "I demand you to release that child." Then I had like a promise ring on my finger, that I got after I had my son. It was just a promise between me and my children. She slid that when she got done praying. She slid the ring off my hand. She stood me up and she started laughing. I was scared out of my mind. She started laughing.
What are you wearing? Like a gown or
Me, I had on church clothes. Them, they had on all white. And
gown?
it, they had the women that was there. They had on all white, and Gaylena White was in her clergy outfit.
And you're fully clothed.
I'm fully clothed. I came from church. I literally walked into this almost like an ambush.
So they already had the candles and everything set up, laid out for you. They had all the candles ready. The room was already prepared for you? Okay.
Family. And the same way that Cora did is the same way that Gaylena did that family member. So when I look back on it in hindsight, that's where she was as where she got the blueprint to do what she did and how she did it. But when she got up, Gaylena got up and she started laughing and she said, I had a vision of you, Jason, and none of you, but of Brandon and Cora top drop is what she called her, sitting on the throne in heaven. And that's how I know that God told that God is saying that that baby is for them. And you have to be okay. Know where to go. I didn't even know what really was going on. And so probably like three days later, not more than a week later, we're over there and Cora's like, come on and talk to you. So we go upstairs to Brandon's office. She shuts the door. She throws me up against the wall and she you know how you like grab somebody up on the wall? And she tells me that if I did not give her my son, that she would take him from me. And it had me so scared because I immediately thought about everything that I've gone through, everything that she knows, about me, and knowing who this family is and what they're capable of doing, I immediately felt hopeless. I immediately felt like I don't know what to do. And how do I get out of this? I don't know how. And I was scared. I'm sorry.
No, take your time. Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up. We should be way past 300 likes. Way past that.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. And that's what they do. They groom you, they manipulate you, and then they put fear in you.
So after you leave this meeting or this spiritual ritual, what happens after that? She starts now they said they start telling you the kid is for them and they're
Mm-hmm.
pressuring, scared. So at this point, now do you know that you are signing this? Or do you know what you
Oh,
signed?
no, still don't know.
So
No,
now,
I did
now
not find. I didn't find out what I signed until court.
okay, so then what happens after they start pressing you and you start getting scared? Like what
That's
where's
when she
Jason?
takes
Is
me to
Jason
the office.
Jason even with you at this point?
Yeah, Jason was going back and forth. So
How
when I
long did you been?
so when I had to work because Cora was helping me. My
So
mom was helping me with my
how long
huh?
would he live with her?
Would he be over there? Because he never
How
lived with
long
her.
would he stay?
Oh, probably like a couple days out the week. Or
So how
if
many
I
days a
had
week
to
was he
work
at her house?
or if I had to work like 6 days, because I was working 12-hour shifts, sometimes
So
16
how
hours.
long would he be at her house per week?
You
How
breaking up?
long would he be at her house per week?
Probably like 3 days out the week, maybe four. It depends on the week. It depends on my
So
work
it's safe to
schedule.
say majority of the time he was with her at this point.
I think it was half and half because it depended on the week. Like if I was working my regular 8 hour shifts, then he would be with me majority of the time. If I had to work those 12 hour, 16 hour shifts, then he'll be at her house.
Okay. So now what happens?
But I provided everything for him, from clothes, food, shoes. I provided everything for him.
How many more kids did you have at this time?
I only had them four at that
You
time.
had so Jason was your fourth kid, right? And you still have
Mm-hmm.
four?
I have
Yeah, five now. Okay.
fun. It was Jason was my youngest child.
And all this time that's going on, where is your baby's father at all this time?
I can't even answer that. I don't know. I don't know where he
You were
was
not
at
in
the
contact
time.
with him?
No, I was not in contact with him. That's the honest answer.
So from the time he's born until this time, you weren't in no contact with him?
No. From the time he was born, I didn't finally I wasn't finally able to find his dad or to, get a number on him or anything from him until like 2018.
Okay. And so how did she end up getting custody of him? Like, did she just take him from you?
We went to court
So
and
how did y'all end up in court? Like, what led up?
we
Like,
went
what
and filed for she went and filed for my rights to be terminated.
based upon what grounds?
She didn't have any grounds. She tried to say I was unfit.
That's what I'm saying. Based saying you were an unfit mother and the kid was living with her the whole
And
time.
huh?
So basically, she was saying you were an unfit mother and the kid was with her. She was taking care of you. She was counseling you. She was also taking
Yeah,
care of
that's
your
what she was
child.
trying to say. That's what she was trying to say, but that
No,
wasn't
no,
the
I'm not
truth.
saying that. This is what she's saying
Yeah, yeah,
based
I
on
get it.
these grounds.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So based on
Yes,
that,
yes,
she basically got
yes.
him arrested.
But it was a fraud document to file because in order for and or she tried to file it based off abandonment of a child,
Yeah.
right? You can only abandon a child if in the state of Texas if you've been away from that child 6 months or more. So she filed
Wait,
in
you said you can
September.
only abandon a child if you've been away from it 6 months or more?
In the state of Texas. That's law.
Hmm. Go ahead.
A child has to be separated from their parents, custodial parents, full rights, 6 months or more before anybody can go to any court and ask for anybody's rights to be terminated. That is law. So, yeah, so she filed that paperwork in September. Um, and she filed the paperwork the same day that I had got Jason.
Yeah,
So and Judge Faith Johnson is the one who filed the paperwork for her.
I'm listening to you.
So yeah, so once I got wind of that, once I found that that happened, that's when I submitted my response. And going through trial, asking the judge for to make them give me my baby back. And at this particular hearing, it was a judge sitting in, so it wasn't the judge on the case. And he simply said that he was not gonna make a ruling on it, and that basically leave it how it is until the actual judge that was presiding over the case, um, came back. So they violated my rights through the whole process of the court. Through everything. She called CPS on me. That's how she was. She was really
But
trying to prove me
what did
unfit. She called
did CPS say you were unfit?
CBS did not say I was unfit. Every CPS case she tried to get on me ended up being
So
closed. So she tried to come after my mom. She tried to come after my sister. Like she was really trying to prove me unfit. And for a person, for a mother to be unfit, like you have to not be taking care of your children. You have to be on drugs. You're neglecting them and you're abusing them. Because here's the thing: if I'm unfit for one, I'm unfit.
that's
Be fit,
that's true.
a fit mom for two or three, and then you got this one over here and you just unfit. Like it don't work that way.
I see what you're saying. Like, in that case,
It don't
you
work
should
that
have
way.
lost
And the
all your
third,
kids. Is what you're saying.
exactly, I should have lost all my kids. The state should have came in and been like, "No, we gonna take the rest of them." And that's not what happened. I've never been in trouble legally with my children through the state. CPS has never taken my kids ever. Like my kids have never been in the justice system. My kids have never been
So
properties of the state.
you've never been close to losing none of your other four kids.
Never, never, never. I was simply a woman who went through depression, which transferred over to postpartum depression, who needed some help, who needed some resources, who trusted a friend, but because that friend could not have children and had an obsession with having babies, she took advantage of me in my vulnerable state of mind. And she did not expect for me to come into the knowledge of what was actually going on and to actually fight for my child.
Okay, so when you lost custody of your kid, it was based on what grounds?
Making a ruling. Literally, like there's nothing more, nothing else to that. That is what happened. They had them Jakes is something else, boy. Them Jakes is something else. Them Jakes, the pull they got, the stretch and reach they got into with when it comes to the law and when it comes to courts, that shit is crazy. And by law, he had to make a ruling because I still have my prove me unfit. You can't tell me why he shouldn't be with me. You know what I'm saying? You have no evidence, you have nothing. So why are you not making a ruling to release my child while we're going through this course if I still have rights to my child? I didn't get any of that.
Hmm. So they just said we're not making a ruling, and you been going back and forth from court since then, or have you ever been
Back and
back?
forth for court since then. I went to trial twice. The first time I had a lawyer who threw the case at the opening of the trial, and the second time I represented myself. Yeah.
So what happened when you represented yourself?
Um, I did. I did all that I could do based off the law knowledge I knew at the time, and when it came down to it, it was supposed to be an agreement that we had entered into, and the agreement was temporary basis because I was coming back to file a revoke the order. Um,
So you remember the person that you said the person that actually called in, and I told you I didn't know who that was, and they were
mm,
saying all the stuff about you. They just text me. They say, "Hey, bro, she may have a chance because Cora's husband was convicted of a SBX offense against a child. He received 20 years, and that would make Cora an unfit mother by allowing her the supervision of children to be molested. That may be grounds that she can go back to it. And if she's filing in the courts per se and a family court, normally that won't work."
What
Mm-mm.
what you said at the end?
And if she's filing in the courts per se and a family court, normally that won't work.
Anything dealing with
He's saying you must have representation. You got to basically what he's saying is you got a chance to get your kid back. You just have to have a good lawyer. Yeah, you
the running that you have with these lawyers, you would be surprised how many people that you think are big dogs until you bring up the last name Jakes. And then they tuck their tails. Oh, we don't want to touch it. Kind of like Diddy. Kind of like the shit with Diddy. Motherfuckers didn't start saying shit until the video dropped.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they wouldn't call back or they'll tell me they couldn't help me. I reached out to Gloria Arias' office. They were so rude and disrespectful to me. It's crazy. And I just said, hey, I have a high profile case. I need help. I've been doing X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to go into everything that I told them because they were a lawyer office. So, of course, I went into more detail. And the person that she has working with her is a male. I don't know if it's her husband or not. And he's just basically, sorry, there's nothing we can do for you. Click, hung up the phone in my face. Didn't hear me, didn't listen. Click, nothing I can do for you. You know how many times I've gone through that? So it has been a lot. I've been doing this on my own, fighting for like 8 years. And I'm just not giving up. I just can't give up. It's just not a question. So right now, I've been in talking communication with this one lawyer, and I'm just hoping and praying that he does what he says he's gonna do.
And is he saying he's gonna help you get your kid back?
That's what he says. It's just kind of hard to trust, especially when you've been fucked over so many times, or people say they're gonna help and they don't help, and then you back at square one. And I say that because um it's just like now it's just like you have documentations, you have legal documents. Um so what's going on? Like, when do we get the ball moving? When do we get the ball going? So hopefully I know something in the next coming weeks.
So
If
I'm just trying to see, like, did you and Corey like ever like have words about this? Like did you and her ever get into it and behind this? Or did you just
Yeah,
so
you
what
gotta remember, I woke up and knew what the fuck was going.
yeah.
And so yeah, I've posted messages between her and I talking about this, and me asking her out, did you not offer me money for my child? And her
How much
basically
money
responded,
did
we're
she
just
offer?
gonna let
How
the
much
court
money did
settle
she
it.
offer you
She offered me $5,000
about that?
for my son.
That's as high as she went.
That's She offered me 5 that. It wouldn't matter if it was 5 million. I'm not gonna give you my son for no money. That's crazy. I wasn't no damn surrogate. Like, like I didn't. This not your egg and your like created with somebody else. Like, my child is not for sale.
Okay, so After she offers you money, she offered you money after she already won the case. So she's still like, "Hey, look, let me just give you some money and just type." That's what she never offered you money after. How old was Jason when she got him? When she won him over, how old was he?
He was 2. Wait, this was 2018. So he was 4. He was 4. He was 2 years old when we started going to court. So he was a baby.
Okay.
And she lied and said he didn't know me. She lied and said I'd never been around. She lied and said I was never there. Yeah.
So she basically made you out to be an unfit mother. They wouldn't rule on the thing, and you
Hmm.
ended up going back to court. Now, when you went back to court, why did you represent yourself?
I couldn't afford a lawyer. You gotta remember, I had a lawyer the first time I went to court. You know how much these cases cost? Anywhere between $15,000-$20,000 easily. So trial by itself is like another 20 bands. I couldn't afford a lawyer the second time around, and nobody would pick my case up because of who I was fighting. And I don't know if they was finding out who I was talking to and telling them not to represent me. I don't know the ins and out of it. I just know that I couldn't afford another lawyer. I even went to legal aid to get help. And they told me that the only way that they could help me is if I was in a domestic violence situation where they could then they could represent me. And
So
I still have the letter.
no pro bono lawyer would take this case.
I went to Galen and Bailey and Galen, and tried to get a pro bono lawyer. But you gotta remember, at the time, I really don't know. I'm just trying to fight for my child, So I didn't have all the resources that I have now.
So, I guess when you went to trial again, you lost again. What did
No,
that
we it wasn't. I'm not explaining it.
like? What was the ruling in the second time around?
The second time around was an agreement.
What was the agreement?
Agreement that my rights were not to be terminated, that I was supposed to have visitations with Jason. It started off with 6 months, and then it was supposed to grow after that, basically reintroducing him back into home with me. And I was supposed to be on all his school records, all his medical records. You know, it was kind of like almost like a child support agreement
And
without the child support.
you agreed to it though, right?
I agreed to it because listen,
So that's what I'm trying. This
this is at the time. This is at the time. At the time, I didn't know the strength of how I represented myself in court, right?
yeah.
I didn't know that the jury really was on my side. I didn't know that I just didn't know.
Okay, so you go to court, you represent yourself, and then they just say, you know what, let's just come to an agreement, and you like, I'm just
They
so tired.
forced me into an agreement.
So they forced you into the agreement.
They forced me into the agreement.
How did they
They
force you?
they forced me into the agreement. This is how they did a manipulating game as well. So before the second day of the trial, the lawyer comes in. Now, mind you, before trial begin, you have this preliminary hearing where you come in and you're supposed to be able to, when at the hospital from Cora that they were treating. He was never working for me. So now I'm like, okay, well, this is an opportunity for me to be able to subpoena to get text records and emails and things of that nature. And their lawyer was like, well, Your Honor, it wasn't just a mistrial. You said a continuous trial. I said, Your Honor, you said mistrial, and you put, you knocked the gravel down. Like, that's what it is. So from my understanding, I said, the law serves me correctly of my understanding of it. I'm supposed to be able to have an allotted time frame to bring in new evidence for this new trial. And she started arguing, Mary Lee Lewis started arguing, and then the judge was like, well, it's enough. We have to go by the law. The law, it is what it is. So instead of her going by the law, she did not go by the law. She told me that I was not going to be able to bring in new evidence, that I was not going to, like, I would have to use whatever my lawyer had from the previous trial as my evidence. And
So
so I didn't get
you
through
were
that.
never
So
able to prove your case. Yeah.
just brought my evidence in as rebuttal evidence.
Why did you bring your evidence in?
I didn't know the terminology of rebuttal evidence. I didn't find that out.
Did you bring any evidence in?
No, it's not like that. Before court, I did bring evidence in, but I could only bring what was already into record the first trial. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I couldn't bring in the actual evidence that I was telling my lawyer. Trial. And they didn't let me, but they let them bring in rebuttal evidence of me smoking weed. And they used that as a tactic and a ploy to scare me into basically going into the agreement.
Now, how long was the agreement supposed to last?
The agreement was supposed to every 6 months, every would start off at 6 months, and then every month after that, I was supposed to get more and more time with Jason, to the point where after a year, we were supposed to go back to court to modify the agreement. That never happened. They took Jason, hit him, and I couldn't find him for a long
They
time.
haven't been abided by the court.
Huh?
So they haven't abided by the agreement made in court.
No, they didn't abide by the agreement. No. And they had it sealed. And they put me on a gag order. So for me to even try to like get it modified or try to bring up the point that they didn't abide by the court order, I have to get the case unsealed. So that has been the biggest roadblock for me
So
getting the case
you
unsealed.
can't get into your own case.
Yeah. When I went when I went up there to like, hey, I think I was asking for the transcript at first. This is before I knew I needed to get it unsealed. I need to get the transcript. The court didn't even want to give me the transcript. The lady, I have the emails. I have the emails. I can share the emails with you offline. Where the lady was giving me the runaround just about the transcripts from court. Then I was like, where I want the case file. I want to, you know what I'm saying, look at my case file, the case that I was a part of. And she told me that I would have to file a motion with the court, and that the court would have to decide if there was me see the case or not. And she said that I really need to get a lawyer to do all of that.
Hmm. So I'm guessing you never got a lawyer to unsee your case.
I never got a lawyer that would take it until I'm gonna see what this lawyer does.
So this whole time you just been led astray. Everybody just been pulling you in this direction, pulling you in that
That
direction.
direction, lying to me, taking money from me. I've I've paid, consultation fees. Like you have to pay those. You don't get consulted for free. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine going to many different lawyers' office and accumulating how much that shit accumulate to, or just going and trying to study the law on your own so you can try to make moves on your own without a lawyer. But you're in a corrupted court system who's already been paid off by the jakes. It's me fighting against a whole power machine.
Hmm.
So then you go through the phase where like, damn, should I just give up? Do I start fighting? A lot of my fighting though happened behind closed doors because I never stopped reaching out. I never stopped coming after the J.
You cutting out. You cut out. Yeah, I lost it. I think she hold on one second. I think you back now. Hey y'all, we got 53 on the screen, man. We 47 away from a honey bun. I don't know what it is tonight, but it's loose. No new members. 53 on the screen with 400 likes. That ain't gonna cut it, gang. That's not gonna cut it. Hit these three dots in this corner right here and get the lights up, man. If anything, please and thank you. Let's go, gang. I don't know what y'all on tonight, man. Let's get it rolling tonight. All right. What was you saying? You had cut out completely. Uh, shit. I lost my train of thought just talking to the damn crowd. Uh, I mean, you was talking about how the lawyer. You so much a lawyer that pull you in this direction. That yeah.
Go into started reaching back out to Cora and Bishop, like messaging them, trying to call the numbers that I had. Like trying to do it that way. And then when that stuff came out with Brandon, that was it for me. I said, I'm not finna, I didn't care about a gag order. I didn't care about an NDA. I'm finna talk because y'all not finna do
Are
me
you
like
under
y'all.
the NBA right now?
I'm under NDA right now. I'm under a gag order right now. And that's why I say, well, that's why I be irritating the fuck out of me when people say dumbass shit. Because if I was lying and I'm under an NDA and I'm under a gag order, why she ain't sued me? She ain't came out and said that I was lying.
Thank you, Jet.
Y'all know the only thing I want is my son. So if I've been talking publicly about this family for almost 2 years now, and I'm lying, why I ain't been sued like Cardi B did Tasha K?
Hold on. Oh, okay, there you go. Somebody saying somebody said they can't hear. Y'all can I can hear. Y'all can't hear?
I
Yeah, I can hear perfectly fine. Okay. There we go. Okay, now you said they haven't sued you, so you're not lying about
No, they haven't sued me about anything that I have said. I'm under a gag order. Technically, I'm not supposed to be saying shit because of a gag order, an NDA. Like in the NDA, it says that. Like I'm not supposed to be talking about anything that happened to me, and I'm not supposed to be talking about anything that went on in court and in trial. Okay, so if I'm out here talking like this, and if I'm lying and defaming your character, and what I am saying is lies, and what I'm saying it didn't happen the way that I'm saying that it happened, why haven't you sued me?
but do you think that's
You
a smart
addressing yourself not being the power bottom on the pulpit. You addressing yourself with domestic violence, trying to remove yourself from Diddy. So why you ain't addressed this? You
salute to
sit your
Hot Boy,
daughter down. She's no
salute Hot
longer
Boy
the
at
children's
Fox.
pastor.
Thank you, Hot Boy. Thank you, Jess B. I appreciate both of y'all, man. We like 20 away from a honey bun, man. Somebody throw that 20 piece up on the screen. And if y'all wouldn't mind, hit these three dots right here in this corner and smash the like button. It'll appear right here. You got to hit the three dots right here, and the like button will appear right there. Please and thank you. Let's go, gang. We need 50 likes to 500. All right. So, do you think it's smart for you, like, to continue to poke the bear when you know for a fact there's an NDA and the NDA might come to bite you in your ass and the gag order?
It can't.
You said it can't.
It can't. And no, it can't because the NDA was a fraud too. You made me. She made me sign an employee NDA. I've never been an employee of Cora Jakes Coleman LLC. You've never paid me. Employee, I get paid. Volunteer. I didn't do no work from you. I didn't travel with
Yeah,
you. I
yeah,
was
yeah,
never an
you know.
employee of. No, I've never worked for Cora Jakes Coleman LLC or anything up under this. So that shit don't apply to me. That shit, you can't. And that's another thing that I'm saying. Like, bro, even if it was to try to come back and bite me in the ass, everything that's been said and everything that's been talked about and all the receipts that I've produced, because I've posted email exchanges, text messages exchanges, I've posted, you know what I'm saying? Like I've posted some receipts. I haven't posted everything, but I've posted enough for people to follow the trail. You know what I'm saying? All of this is out here. Then you have other people coming out saying, I was there. She's not lying. It's too big for y'all not to try to shut me the fuck up. If I was lying, why'd you let me come to Jason's birthday party last year? Y'all didn't say nothing to me about it. Y'all was trying to make amends. Y'all was trying to see what can we do to move forward. It ain't no moving forward if can't nobody be honest, and it ain't no moving forward if you ain't gonna give me my child. So if I was lying about anything that I am saying, why have they not done it? It's because they can't. They cannot. They cannot afford to open up those cans of worms on themselves. They cannot afford to try to go back to court to say, hey, she's talking, because you know what? By law, I have to respond. And when I respond, it ain't gonna be good for them. Cause then now you didn't did the easy work for me, right? They're gonna make it hard for me because it's harder for me to get the case unsealed. It would be easy to get the case unsealed if they was to sue me.
And
They
you got
automatically have to unseal it because they have to see what's in the case and what I'm doing that's not obliged to the order.
and your house got broken into.
And my
Mm,
house got broken into.
okay,
The
what
only
happened?
house on the street. No other house got robbed. No other house got broken into. No other house was disturbed.
Uh,
Just my house. And I live in a white suburban neighborhood, okay? Everybody around me is either white or Asian. It's a sprinkle. It's a sprinkle of black folks. Okay, so and everybody in the neighborhood knows everybody. Okay, so if it was just a random robbery, it would have been multiple of houses broken into, multiple of cars broken into, but it wasn't. And not only was my house robbed, but it was ransacked. Every room in the house looked like my bedroom.
What was taken?
And that's another thing. No TVs was taken, no jewelry, none of my expensive clothes or shoes, none of this shit was taken. The only thing that was taken was my iPad, my laptop, and my safe that was underneath my bed in a vanilla folder that had the last order in it for Jason. And in the safe was of course money that I had been saving, but it had all my kids' socials and birth certificates in this particular safe. They came in there probably trying to find any evidence, documentation, anything that I could possibly have. But I'm not dumb. I'm not gonna keep all this shit in my house. That's crazy for me to do that. So, you know, they kicked my door in. My window upstairs was open. Both of my windows upstairs. I don't know if they went through the front door and left out the back. I don't even know why the window was open. My panels down in my foyer is tore up. My kids' rooms was tore up. My room was tore up. The kitchen was tore up. Like every room I have upstairs, downstairs in my home, even upstairs was tore up. So it's just like I don't know. I don't have Discord.
But you noticed when you noticed that your house was broken into, you still went in there. Wasn't you like on live or something? You did a live video.
And post the video of my house being broken into the next day after. So I wasn't
But
on live.
you never posted and showed all this the damage.
I did, but that was the a day after after my house was robbed. With my when I seen that my house, the first thing I did, I called my mom first, and I said, "Hey, mama, have you been to the house or whatever?" And then I got off the phone with her, and I called the police.
Why
That
would
was
you
my
call
next
your
call.
mom before the police?
Because my mom helps me with my kids. Like when I have to work past the time my kids get out of school, my mom will go pick my kids up and bring them home. So I'm asking her because at that time I hadn't walked through the whole house. I literally had just walked in the front door and I seen the disarray in the living room. So I automatically I'm thinking like, damn, did my mama let the kids turn the house up? What the fuck going on? So I call her. As I'm on the phone with her, I began walking through the house and I noticed, I'm like, no, this ain't no. I said, Mama, my house been robbed. I'm gonna call you back. And then I called the police because I'm like, I started looking. That's when I started paying attention to the details of what's happening, the footprints on the door. My door been jacked up and messed with, clothes everywhere, trash everywhere. It was just crazy. And I was like, somebody robbed me. I called the police, and as I was waiting for the police, I didn't want to touch anything because I wanted them to come and get fingerprints so we can find out house or see if they left fingerprints or whatever. The laws didn't even come today. They didn't even come today. The laws didn't come until the day after, at night at that. And then when they take the back, they didn't even come.
Did you call them again to say like where y'all at? Or?
I called them, of course. I called them again. I called them, and I had screenshots of every time I called in. I have the voice recording of me on the phone with the police. I called back. Oh, ma'am, you're gonna have to give it a minute. It's not a dire emergency. They didn't deem it as an emergency for them to be immediately responsive to it. So the next day comes. I'm waiting all day. I'm calling. I'm calling. I'm calling. And last time I called, I'm like, look. I need to be able to get my house back together, and I can't do that unless y'all come out here. You know what I'm saying? So it was this, and it was like, we're gonna have somebody reach back out to you. So the detective called back, and they're asking me, you know what I'm saying, do you know what we're taking at the home? So at that point, that's when I was like, well, I didn't want to touch anything because X, Y, and Z. I said, but I can look under my bed and I can tell you that my safe isn't there. I can tell you that my laptop and my iPad is not under my dresser because that's the only place I kept them. And those three items was gone. And so then they would say, okay, well, we're gonna have another detective reach back out to you. So excuse me, bless me. The detective reached back out to me. Basically, they told me that they wasn't gonna come out because it wasn't an emergency and they didn't feel the need to.
Well, yeah, they said it wasn't an emergency.
They said it wasn't an emergency. So they took the report over the phone and they made me take pictures and videos of everything and send it through this link to them. And I said, so y'all not gonna come try to get fingerprints? Y'all not gonna come, do a whole investigation? Of course, they asked me questions. Then before they asked me who did I think it could be, and I told them. I said, well, only people that I know I got Discord right now with is.
Did you file an insurance claim for that?
Did I file insurance for on my house? Yeah, because I have renter's insurance.
So what happened with that?
What you mean? What happened? They replaced. They replaced my iPad and my laptop. That's all they can. That's all they're gonna do is replace the stuff. But I'm not gonna get back what was in those things. So
I'm listening.
that's what happened.
Okay, so the police come out the next day. What happens?
They
Hmm?
they never came out to my house. The police never
So the
came out
police
to my
never went
house.
to your house.
Till this, never. They did the videos through a
Now
link.
I'm gonna be real with you. The
And
police would have had no choice but to come to this motherfucker. If some, I wouldn't.
I told them, I said, I need somebody to come. And I kept well, Miss, but here's the thing though, Greg. I didn't even expect them to come out. Because I knew that I was gonna have to tell them who I thought did it. And once I told them who I thought did it, I didn't expect for them
Why
to.
would you tell them who you thought did it over the phone?
Why wouldn't I tell them that over the phone? I was
You
supposed
just
to wait till I
somebody
got
broke
there.
into my house. I need help.
But they didn't come when I said that. And
So
they
then,
didn't call me
oh,
back until
TD
the
Jake
next
did
day.
it.
That's what I told them. I mean, I don't know how not to be honest. Listen, I didn't know that I want to listen. I was just trying to let them know, like, hey, this is what I have going on. This is what is happening. This is what I think happened. This is what this is who I feel like did it. And I also said that because I went next door to my neighbor who has a ring camera that looks at my house. Well, not like at my front door. It's kind of like off from my front door. The neighborhood. And she said on one particular night, a black SUV rode through the neighborhood and it stopped right in front of the camera. It shows that we gave that information to the laws and everything. Right now, it's still under investigation
What investigation?
from what the information I gave them.
How would they find someone who did it whenever they don't? They were never at your house.
Their guess is as good as mine.
So there ain't an
I don't.
investigation.
I don't know. I just know I didn't expect for them to. I didn't expect for them to do their job, and that's why I said that in the post. I said that this is why I'm posting this because I don't expect to get the due justice or the due diligence of justice.
So the
Um,
first time you said the cops did come to your house
huh?
originally, Originally, you said the cops did come to your house.
No, I said no. They did not come to my house. They did not come to my house.
All right.
They did not come to my house. Now, you want me to say it again?
One more time.
They did not come to my house. They did not come to my house. To this day, as of May 22nd, 2024, they still have not came to
This
my
is like
house.
back in February, right?
What is it? Yeah, I think so. Like February.
Wait, how do I know that?
Because you was paying attention.
You know what I'm talking about? It happened back in February.
You was paying attention.
Because I hit you up after that and you never replied to my message.
Stop telling people that. Why are you telling people our business?
You know
No,
what I'm
we
talking
talk about that.
about? Don't be ignoring me. But yeah, so okay. So the police never come
I
out.
thought
It's
we got
under
paid for this.
investigation. There ain't an investigation. Has anything come? Do you still stay in the same spot?
I still stay in the same house. You know, after that happened, I didn't go home for a long time. I was scared to be at home, and then finally, I had to just say, I'm not gonna let somebody run me about my house that I worked hard for. You know what
You
I'm
didn't have
saying?
cameras.
I got cameras now.
You didn't have cameras
Yeah.
in.
I didn't have cameras, so nobody knows where I live. I've been living there for 4 years. I've never had, even after coming out with the story, I've never had any problems at my home. Like, never, never. So I didn't think that that would be then I live in a safe neighborhood. Like, I've never had any problems. But I got cameras now all around that motherfucker.
As you should.
All around the motherfucker. And inside. And they got audio.
So smart, but so you don't feel like because I asked you this before. I asked you, did you feel unsafe? And you said you felt like your life was in danger. Do you still feel like your life is in danger?
I feel like my life is always gonna be in danger even after I get Jason. I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm going to always have to like look over my shoulder.
So you're looking at, you say you always gonna feel like you have to look over your shoulder. You're always
Mm-hmm.
gonna feel like your life's in danger. So you still stay in the same spot and you continue to speak on them every day, drilling it.
Because
So
you're not going to run me off. You're not going to. I can feel like I'm in danger. Just like Malcolm X. Malcolm X knew that he had a hit. Malcolm X knew people, you know what I'm saying, was out to get him, but he didn't let that deter him from speaking the truth or his truth. And I'm not.
what happened to Malcolm X?
Baby closed doors. And I feel like the only reason I'm still even able to be here to do anything is because I've been talking. If I feel like if I was still silent, I'd probably be ended up like Brandon, Cora's ex-husband, or I'd be like Daryl Patrick, Bishop's former stylist, bodyguard who just fell off the face of the earth. Um, and other people. I feel
So
like, and
wh-
I'm not gonna stop.
why haven't you went to the Potter's house and put on a show right in front of
Oh,
everybody?
honey, I've done that before. I did that before it was before people knew it was the Potter's house who or Bishop them who I was fighting, and I got kicked out, and I
But what's
got
stopping you from
turned
doing
out.
that today?
Huh?
What's stopping you from doing that today?
What's stopping it from doing today? Um,
It's a good question, right?
That's a good question. Right now, while things
Oh,
are
I would go up there with you. You
everybody, when I tell you everybody wants me to go up there,
I would go right there while Cora is preaching. I would
like
go
how,
live, like,
like
what's up with you stealing this lady kid? I would, if you was there with me, I would
okay,
definitely go.
okay. So how do you think we're gonna get to Bishop?
I'm walking right up there. Who the fuck is gonna stop me?
You can't. You're not gonna be able to walk right.
Man, don't put your fucking hands on me. I need to speak to somebody. This is a church, right? It's a church. I should be able to speak to the bishop, right? It's a church. Is
It's
it?
not like that at the Potter's house. You
Is it
can't
a?
just talk to Bishop.
Is it a cult?
Yeah,
Mm,
you can't just walk up to talk to Bishop.
man, look, we pull up there like Dion said, about 80 deep. They ain't stopping nothing. We recording it all. I want answers. I want to talk. You gonna bring them down here right now? Call the police.
So how you think we should go about that?
We get deep and we go up there. We
Do you think that we should talk about it on live, or you think that
Nah,
we
I'm
should?
not telling you when and where we're gonna do it, but I'm just telling you
Okay.
we should definitely go visit them, and we should definitely put it on, go record it, put it on live, and put them on Front Street in front of everybody, and get the answers that we need. Like you definitely should have a conversation with them. It's something that everybody should hear. If
And
you
you
see
know, and you know what's crazy is because after going to his birthday party, First Lady was acting like we're gonna get together. You're gonna give my number. We're gonna be talking communication. Nothing.
so what happened yesterday for his birthday?
Yesterday for his birthday, I got to talk to. I haven't talked to him since July of last year. So yesterday for his birthday was my first time being able to talk to him, and
What did he say to you?
he was so happy to talk to me. He told me that he missed me. He told me that he loved me. He told me that he always want to talk to me and that he be wanting to see me. And he just doesn't fully understand why he's not allowed to. And then it was just like he had so much. I'm not gonna get into our full conversation because I do, those conversations are sacred to me between him and I. Um, but he had so much that he was trying to get out, that he was trying to say, like he was going 1,000.
Did you record the conversation? Did you record it? I would say yeah, but
For his birthday. So I'm in the works of trying to get that to him. And that was pretty much it.
for the person who asked how old, he just turned 10.
Yeah.
And y'all, we still
Yeah.
$20 away from a honey bun. And y'all still ain't got the likes up to 500, man. Come on, we got 20 likes to go to get to 500. Hit the three dots right here, and the likes will appear right there. And we still 20 away from a honey bun. Talking about gang, y'all support your boy Wood, man. I, I don't know, but they probably sending you some support tonight, so I can't get mad. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna open the lines up here in a second when I'm done talking. So I'm gonna open up the lines. I'm just trying to get an understanding, man. We're just trying to get some straightening going on. So today you are just at you still trying to get a lawyer, you still trying to fight for your son. You just I mean, I don't know if you're sure about how to go about it now or what's your steps now. I mean, how long have they had him? 7 years?
Since he was 4,
So 5 years.
like 6.
Six, my bad. 6 years.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, what is going to change now from the past 6 years? Like, what are we doing now? Because I
I
mean,
have a
you gotta
different
getting online and just talking about it. You're gonna have to show
right.
some
I
act.
have a different angle that I am.
Yeah, I got you. But you think you do got a way to figure this out. No, I got you. So where's baby daddy at today? Because I would think that he would be a key ingredient to when last time you spoke to him? When's the last time you spoke to Jason's dad? You that boy shoot for that 20 piece, man. I appreciate it.
Last time I spoke to Jason's dad was last year.
And he's aware of what's going on.
He is aware now of what's going on, and he says to let him know what he needs to do. And I've just
That
been trying to
nigga
give
go to court.
him.
Man,
I mean, you're not saying nothing no different than what I have said, and this is why I say I don't even like discuss them, because you can't make somebody do something, right? You can't make
I'm just gonna
you can't make you can't make somebody stand up. You can't make somebody show up. You can't make somebody be present. You can't
but
make somebody.
where is the like this is my point of asking all this, but like who is guiding you, engaging you through this? Because there has to be well, obviously there's no one that's guiding you through this process.
What you mean for is what?
Like you don't have you got a man in your life, like a father figure, a boyfriend, you got a
My
husband.
father died when I was 10,
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. RP
so
to your father.
I'm not married.
You got a boyfriend?
No, I
Okay.
don't know. No,
Obviously, if you do, he needs to be gone because there's no way you're going through this. If it, like what I'm trying to say, there's no woman that would be next to me going through this. It would be done. This shit would
but
be
you're a different kind of man.
this would have been wrapped up years ago. You would have had your kid back, and we would have been, whatever. But
Yeah, you're a different kind of man. So I don't know.
I feel like you need some guidance because I feel like this is to me this is a very easy fix. You got somebody over there in Cora who just allowed a man in her home.
If dad would just go to court.
Fuck the dad. You can win this without the dad. Ve- Very easily, just based on there's someone with a conviction right now for child molest, you know what I'm saying, whatever the M word, and that makes them unfit parents that took over your kid. And
Hmm.
you were coerced into everything that happened, and you got proof of it. All you got to do is lawyer up, find you a good lawyer, take your ass to court, get your kid back. That's really as simple as that. Because
Okay, so where do we find a good lawyer at? Where do we find a lawyer that can't be bought? Where do we find a lawyer that's not afraid? Where do we find a lawyer that's gonna stand up for the truth and stand in the truth? Because it's easy to say lawyer up, and then you be getting these lawyers and they don't. I'm trying to tell you, man. So that's really, I
I'm gonna be
guess,
real.
the
I think
bigger part
that's
of
the
the
least.
issue.
I think that's the least of your problems because I think that can easily be found.
Okay, so
I
where are we
know
gonna
I
start?
know it can because I got lawyers and I know like lawyers are,
But are they in Dallas?
I got
I don't.
lawyers.
I don't
I,
want them in Dallas.
I got lawyers everywhere
Oh,
for
okay.
different things. It depends on what we fighting for. You know what I'm saying? I got some out in Austin, I got some out in Dallas, I got some out in Denton, I got some out in, you know what I'm saying, wherever. But depending on what we talking about. But yeah, there's lawyers that will take this. And I know some. I definitely got you. So what I'm gonna do now is I think that me and you will have some conversations behind the scenes because I'm not gonna put it all online and just people understand what I'm doing. But I'm gonna drop the number right now. And what's good, man? Who is this?
Oh, well, yeah. I want her to hear this, man. I don't know what she thought this was. This bit ratchet over here.
Go ahead, she can.
Yeah, son, what up, Shell? I, I just like to say, this Dion. I just like to say, I've been praying for your situation, but just like the Jake's got the shade room, we got a big ratchet over here. I don't know what the fuck they thought they talking about. Like, it's over. We got a big ratchet. You got to organize up. Y'all go up in that church like y'all about to get prayer or something at the altar, and then just start protesting. You know what I'm saying? Do that a few Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Make some noise that way. And of course, Big Ratchet got some lawyers and stuff on the outside. But when people see your face and they see your face, you never know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your face is seen in that church, because technically you are still part of that church. You say you grew up in there. You know what I mean? You can go up there. Go up there. Y'all can go up there deep like y'all about to get some prayer or something. And then just
Actually, they kicked me out and told me that I couldn't come back and it'd be trespassing, and they put my picture on the wall.
But like Ratchet said, when you got a man on your team, when you got a real man on your team, and you got some men on your team, and some people that care about you and your team, you ain't doing it by yourself. That's the point. So you.
Right.
Big Ratchet say, look, I'm over here on the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? I believe in the Big Ratchet movement and anybody that's standing up for realness and truth. So, you know what I mean? Y'all just organize something and just go up in the church. Because anybody can go in any church. The church is supposed to be the hospital. But God is clearly not in, y'all in Dallas, y'all naive as hell, because Jace ain't no real preacher. Like you said, he's a motivational speaker. So if he ain't no gospel preacher and God ain't in that church, y'all should be up in that service every Sunday making some noise. Big facts.
That's facts.
God ain't up in that motherfucker, so y'all can shut that bitch down anytime. All right?
I appreciate you, brother.
All the time.
Salute.
Exorcism. Yep, she said exorcism. Like, look, she was not anointing you, Michelle. That's exorcism. That's witchcraft. Yeah. I mean, exorcism, spiritual witchcraft is worse than somebody having fornication to worship music. You know what I'm saying? They was doing everything that, you know what I'm saying? Man, you need to get, if you can't get no lawyers or the police involved, go to the military, yo. Go to the military, tell them your situation, tell them you're scared for your life. You better go to the damn military, get them involved. I told you that before, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you gotta show your face up in that church too. But if you do it that way, I'm trying to tell you, some shit gonna happen. Big Ratchet gonna shake some shit up in that motherfucker. Ain't that right, Big Ratchet?
Oh, you already know, man. I'm on the case now.
Man, ain't playing with no motherfucking Jace. Diddy going down this year, Jace going down this year. I seen Jace at the beginning of the year say, y'all don't want Moses to die. I said, what the fuck? He said, y'all don't want Moses to die, and the crowd didn't say nothing. So basically, he see his demise. He see him going down. But our thing is, he can turn it around. Just like I said, I mean, the post about Diddy yesterday. God can forgive anybody. They just gotta humble themselves. You know what I'm saying? Confess their sins and humble themselves. You know what I mean? If they don't want to do that, we still got to do our part. But
I'm not worried about no man who don't preach out the Bible.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even preach the word, fam. I'm not scared of the fuck TD Jakes. I've been to fuck him. I don't give a fuck about no.
Talk about like you got to be ratchet. Y'all in Dallas, man. Y'all make it happen, bro. But Cora had a play a long time ago. She had to play a long time ago. When she played on Michelle's vulnerability, her emotion, and all that. And you know what I'm saying? We just want justice, man. That's it. You know what I mean? Because we don't play with church games, man. If Big Ratchet is exposed in the streets, you damn right Big Ratchet gonna expose the motherfuckers in the church.
That's fact. Big fact.
Damn right. And tell everybody at the part of the house they dumb as hell if they keep following that nigga to hell. That's what they doing. Remember Moses, they came to the promised land. So y'all better read your Bible. Like, we know what's happening. Like, we were so naive, but God is exposing everything. Cat Williams was right, bro. God is exposing everything. And he's starting with PD and TD Jakes. Big fact.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish TD Jakes off though myself. I want this personal body for myself. This is gonna be one of the biggest bodies I ever caught. And I don't mean that in the physical. I don't want to hurt nobody, but TD, I'm on your ass, no Diddy.
We on your ass, Diddy. TD Jakes. You know the TD stand for take dicks in their cakes.
Take
Dan, get out the phone. Thank you.
Look, yeah.
I had cooling water earlier. I'm sorry, baby. I had cooling water earlier. I'm sorry, Mike.
Salute, Dion.
Happy birthday, Jason. Let's get it, Big Rat.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Jason.
That nigga crazy. Man, salute to him. That boy, man, salute to him. But yeah, 682-259-5490. That's the number, y'all. 682-259-5490. If y'all want to call in and chop it up with her, y'all want to ask her anything, y'all want to help her out. But I'm gonna just tell you what's gonna happen from here. I'm gonna just take this under my wing, and yeah, I think you've been bullshitting.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll let y'all. I think she's been bullshitting for long enough. I think she's been bullshitting for long enough. Lord. They said, man. Get the likes up, gang. What's up, y'all? How we feeling, man? How we feeling? Big Ratchet gonna take this on. It's see. Michelle, we gotta see. Hold on, Sin calling in. What's good? What's good, Sin?
What's up? I was calling to come chop it up with Miss Michelle, but I see she done stepped out for a second.
Yeah, she stepped off for real quick.
Cora is a fat. Can I pop my shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cora is a fat, nasty, disgusting, deplorable, despicable bitch. And I hope that lady be able to get her a child back, because this here is ridiculous. And it's fine. It don't make no sense. All this over. Child, you supposed to be a woman of God. And you know what? Michelle said something that made a lot of sense. She said, he get up there, he addressed. Okay, she just wanted to give us a look.
Yeah, you saying she got y'all had to show her something off. I'm like, hold on,
No, I was getting my Arizona tea. Y'all know story.
She's like, man, that Big Ratchet, what I'm talking about, man.
I didn't forgot what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I didn't forgot the whole show.
Lord. But no, she made a very good point. Y'all crazy. When she was saying how they get up there and they address everything else, they never address how she never addressed Michelle. Cora and them never addressed Michelle. They never addressed the situation. He get up there and preach talking about domestic violence. Boy, go sit down somewhere. What about this baby? Like y'all just fuck that. Y'all keep covering up the main focus, the main important thing that everybody want to. We already know you was sleeping with Diddy. They already said he was a power bottom. What's up with this lady getting her child back? You know what I'm saying? Especially when Cora's husband is sitting in jail right now on charges of dealing with children.
Facts. And that's what I'm telling her. That's where her grounds for getting her kid back come right there. Your kid was just in harm's way. They unfit.
Mm-hmm.
A lawyer gonna get right on that shit. And I'm trying to tell her, like, that's right there is the loophole. It don't matter about nothing else. Right there, that kid was just in harm's way with a predator in his home. There's a convicted predator who's in jail right now. So that right there, it means there's children in the home that need to be protected. Even though he's gone, they weren't protecting him while he was there. So there you go, right there, and that's gonna be the way you're gonna get your kid back.
Then I want to ask this question too. Did we ever figure out where the little girl people at?
You talking about the little girl that?
Mexico.
Yeah, the mom got deported.
Oh,
so they stole that little girl too.
Damn.
They stealing kids.
Cora
That's what they
cannot pass a mental evaluation to be able to adopt a child legally. So she sources out women who are in vulnerable states of mind, who don't have good relationship with their mothers, who doesn't have a good support system, or who she feel is in a situation where she can easily manipulate it. I don't know if she still does this now, but I know this is what she was doing then. Because like my child is like the most known that she's done this to, but you have a baby by the name of Josiah that she did this to. You had Lisa's baby, and they're all buddy cool now. And I'm sure Lisa won't tell the truth, but she tried. So this is not. It's one thing if it was just like, oh, this is the only child she's done this to, right? It's multiple children. Like it's multiple children that she's done this to, or multiple women that she's done this to, or attempted to, or tried to.
She preys on vulnerable women with nowhere to go.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finds y'all at a dark point in your life, and then she basically used that church and God. Oh, let me mention you. You know, I'm in the church. You know, I can. You know, girl, let me pray for you. Let me counsel you. You know, I'm a minister. I'm a preacher. Man, get your bitch ass on. Fuck
And
you.
just
Get
like
your big
she
fat
got
nasty
herself
ass.
right,
Bitch.
she
Big bitch.
And who?
Sick of that big ass bitch.
she got herself
Oh
caught up
Lord.
in that one
Oh
video
Lord.
she did with
Oh, welcome to the promise house. Oh Lord.
y'all
Oh,
is crazy.
have you ever been swallowed? All right, my bad.
What's
Yeah,
this stuff down here? Okay. Yeah, she messed around with her and Sarah had did this pajama podcast in the bed.
a pajama podcast.
I posted the clip on my page. And basically in the clip she
Big ass
said
down some lingerie.
no, they
No,
had pajama,
onesie.
just
Lord.
like a onesie or something on. And she basically said that
You know she built like TD Jakes. Go ahead.
shut the hell up, bro.
All right, my bad. Go ahead. And, and her predatory boyfriend said that too. Man.
And if you go back and listen to like some of her other sermons, like she tells on herself. That's why I don't understand how people are not like how this shit not clicking in your head. Like they tell on themselves in their sermons. If y'all just listen to
I
them when
can't
they
listen to them
talking,
because they don't say nothing out of the Bible. I can't
they
listen.
don't. But they be telling on themselves. They'll take what they do is if anything that's going on behind closed doors that the public is not privy to, they'll put it in a sermon or they'll put it in the book. Like Cora's book, Faith in It, that whole book was about her taking Jason. Then you got Ferocious Warrior. The second book was how she fought me to take Jason. Then on the campaign trail or on the trail, her book tour. the same story that I'm telling you. Like verbatim. And to add insult on injury, she brings a baby doll as a demonstration in the sermon. So that's what they do. They tell on themselves through sermon, and people be so caught up in the falseness of their representation that they don't even hear them telling on themselves. They only hear it when he's direct, like he was when he was talking about the domestic violence.
See, my
Or
people
he,
already looked
or
me up
when,
right now. They said you got more. They said this gives you more evidence for what I'm saying. She can file an emergency hearing because the wife is not divorced from old dude. Did they get divorced?
yeah, she's divorced.
Oh yeah, she's smart. She had to hurry up and do that, so she
I
did get.
have their divorce records. They're divorced. There's a lot of stuff that I have.
Yeah, but
It's a
she
lot of
had
stuff
to do
that
that though.
I have.
She had to divorce him.
Yeah.
She
She
had.
had to divorce him. She didn't want to divorce him though. We gotta remember this is a real touchy subject because it's dealing with sexual assault of a child, right? But we have to remember text messages don't lie. What you text a person, what you send a person, audio recordings, voicemails, those things don't lie. So she has made it very clear that Brandon has done this. He's convicted, whether he did it or not. He took a guilty plea for it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. But through the course of this, you were still seeing him, you were still fucking him, you were still smoking weed with him, you were still linking up with him. You know what I'm saying? He was still staying at the house for a certain point in time. And I don't know. You touch any one of mine, ain't it? I don't. You gonna be 6 foot under the ground. It ain't no me seeing you, me fucking on you. I don't give a damn we married or not. Like it's none of that. So that's the part that I was really confused about with her. Like, you're saying this man raped your child, molested.
R worded. R worded. R worded.
What is it called? Molest?
No, no, just say R word.
R word. You can't say okay.
Yeah, just say R word. Yeah, yeah.
SA. I can say SA.
Yeah, there you go.
You're saying this man SA your child. Then why are you still talking to this man like he didn't do what you said that he did or what your daughter said that he did? And then you telling him you love him. Then you telling him that this wasn't his fault. This not your fault. That it was just Amari's trauma. That you didn't believe Amari. The shit didn't hit the fan again until you was in the car talking about it with Monet, and your business partner hears the conversation. So then she contacts CPS again. And then that's how the investigation got opened again, because the one prior to that was closed. And it was said that it was no findings. CPS didn't find no findings. The rape kit, it was no findings. It was nothing found to be able to charge him with SA. So they closed it. So it got reopened when the girl called about the SA. Then now y'all come and y'all interview First Lady. The second time, First Lady didn't get interviewed until March 17th of 2022. Brandon get locked up on April 24th of 2022. But this had been going on supposedly since July of 2021. But in February of 2022, Cora, you taking your husband out for his birthday and sucking his dick and fucking him afterwards. So I don't know.
How you know that?
Cause I know.
That's some detailed information, you know. Okay, but okay.
Cause I know. I know a lot. I know a lot. You know, I have a lot. I'm scared to. I don't know whose hands to. I don't know who to trust to put it in whose hands. Okay.
Hey, that's the hand right there. That's the hand right there. Nah, definitely if you if you really serious and you think you truly are ready for this, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be definitely an uphill battle, but I've done this type of shit before. I'll go straight to trouble and I'll knock on his door and I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna be there with me, I got you. You know what I'm saying? We could address this situation and I could help you out as much as I can. I know a lot of people behind the scenes. I know a lot of lawyers. I know a lot of legal friends. I got a lot of people in high places, police, people in the court system. I got people everywhere in every city. You know what I'm saying? Like I get real paperwork from every case, and I get inside information from courtrooms. I got lawyers on my team. I got people that work in law firms. I got people who work in high power places in this chat right now. Some people out there who know a lot of shit in this chat right now that can help you out.
Okay.
So I'll take you under my wing, and I'll turn you into a big ratchet, and you'll be on their ass, and I will show you how to go out here and get exactly what you're looking for, and you will get every answer. Look, I'm gonna show you how powerful I am. I'm gonna get all them right on the phone. Just watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna contact TD, Cora, Sarita, all, and I'm gonna do it on live.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get them right there on the phone, and I ain't gonna threaten them, but I'm gonna make them a promise. Or I'm gonna make them an offer that they can refuse, but I just don't think it's gonna be in their best interest to refuse it because I'm about to come sweeping at their front door and put all their shit out there.
Yeah.
And when
Cause I was.
it's a different type of exposed when it's on when it's on my screen and you get exposed all the way. I'm talking about your
Okay.
kids, your aunties, your uncles. It is what
Okay.
it is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take the help if you're gonna help me.
I got you. I told you I was gonna help you last time, but you ghosted
And
me.
now work. Well, cause it's a lot of people that got a lot of negative things to say about you, Ratchet. And what you done did to these people? Why people don't like you?
Because I'm more successful than all of them. I make more money. I get more numbers. I'm who they want to be. Of course, they gonna hit you up. Don't trust him. Stay away from
They
him.
have a lot of negative things to say about you, and that kind of put me on pause. I'm like, wait, because I don't know nobody in YouTube land or social media.
You gonna
I'm
get
just another fight
people
for her
gonna hit
son
you up.
trying to get
They
her
gonna keep
son.
hitting you up. They gonna keep on hitting you up telling you shit about me. Fuck them.
They do.
Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. Who
I
cares?
don't. I think it's really. I think it's really because of the first time I came on. Because before I did it, nobody said anything. They just said, "Oh, be careful." I'm just like, okay. Then when I came on, like my people was like, "Don't you ever go back on that." I was like, "Hold on, y'all, wait a minute." I said it did get a little rocky. I said, but that happens when people don't understand. You gotta when somebody doesn't understand something, you have to keep breaking it down until they understand. You know what I'm saying? And then once it's broke down to the last thing you can break it down to, and the person still don't understand, that's when you have to be like, okay, all right. You at this point you not understanding because you don't want to understand. But I ain't gonna lie, your girlfriend at the time had me tight. I had to remember I was a child of God.
I ain't never had no girlfriend on here.
Reggie, don't you start lying.
That was my girlfriend.
Don't you start lying on this channel right here, boy. What was her name? I forgot her
That's
name,
somebody
baby.
who worked for me. That ain't was never my girlfriend. That's somebody who worked for me.
Oh, baby, she was claiming you was her man, baby. You didn't
Oh
know
no,
that?
she was delusional as fuck.
You was her man. You was
No,
claiming her too.
fuck no.
Yes,
Um,
you was.
mm, you might got me mistaken with somebody else. No, that wasn't me.
No, because you was posting her picture telling me she was there for you and how you had the
That you
most
know that's a
best
I ain't
girl.
never posted a picture of no woman saying she was there for me. That's a damn
You was
lie.
like you love her.
No, I ain't never said no shit like that.
Yes,
Cap.
you did. What was that girl name? Cause she ain't no Facebook no more.
I don't know who the fuck you talking
You
about.
must have ran. You must have ran her.
I don't know. I've been single. I ain't never dated nobody from no. I didn't know.
Was she like Hispanic or something? She was of a different
I don't know who you
race.
talking about. I don't even, matter of fact, that don't even ring a bell. So nah. Next. That one don't think that one is more familiar. So no,
I can't see the chat anymore, but I know somebody in the chat remember that girl name.
no, the chat don't know what the fuck you talking about.
They remember that girl name.
Ain't nobody in my chat gonna say no name.
Selena, what's her name? Selena.
Girl, you trying? You really you pushing it? You trying? They on your ass in the chat. They on your ass in the chat. Yeah, just let it go. It was no girl.
That what? There you. I'm finna go back and watch
Let's
that
speak, let's
video
speak
because
about the
I
man.
know it was.
Let's speak about the man that you got but don't got. Let's talk about that.
That ain't got nothing to do with bringing Jason home.
What does this got to do with that? Shit. Girl. Now you want to get back to Jason. Now all of a sudden you want to get back to
That
Jason.
ain't got nothing to do with bringing Jason home. We gotta keep the focus where
So
focus.
you want to talk about you want to sweep under my rug in front of my crib?
We gotta keep the focus where the focus supposed to be, and the focus supposed to be bring Jason home.
Nah, you was just all in my business. I'm in yours.
I don't know what man you talking about.
Are you single? He probably watching.
I'm blind, blind, blind.
Yeah, yeah, chirping in this chat. The chat going crazy in this bitch.
I
Yeah,
can't see the chat.
yeah, they on your ass. I ain't gonna lie.
They on my ass. What I do now? Your people don't love me, bro. your people do not like me. I don't care. Either way, I don't care because I'm still gonna fight for my baby. But they know.
No, we gonna bring him home, man. You just gotta get on your shit. You gotta stop. Stay off the internet, letting people lead you in this direction. Because as you
But I
see,
haven't been on. If you
look,
have you
look, look,
noticed,
look, look.
Greg?
Since you
I
left
haven't been on the
Wacky
internet
TV's platform, nothing has happened.
because you was acting crazy, and your people was acting crazy too.
So what
And
the heck?
y'all had got me out of character, and I didn't want to be back in that state of mind. But we doing good now.
Yeah, I think you crazy. That's what I think it is. I think your ass is crazy.
I am not crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not crazy.
kind of look throw it off.
I'm not crazy.
So
I'm
she,
not crazy.
so,
I'm not crazy.
man. Okay, so yeah, we definitely gonna but you gotta lock in, you gotta but like I said, since you left my platform, nothing came because nobody was serious. You know what I'm saying? Most people just want to get a story and just get the numbers from it and just get the story and cover it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, there's a lot that we could do in a short amount of time. And if you would have been over here this whole time, rocking with the gang, we would have been had your kid back by now.
Okay, Ratchet, you gonna keep beating the dead horse?
Hmm.
That ain't gonna solve nothing.
What's your sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh, I'm a Sagittarius. That's why. Okay, I'm a
That's why I
Sagittarius.
would. Are you a Sagittarius? When your
December 8th.
birthday?
December.
December 10th. My birthday December 10th.
Yeah, okay, it makes perfect sense now. It makes perfect fucking sense now.
You
You
know,
like
sometimes we procrastinate a lot.
it. So I mean, now it makes perfect sense. Now that you say I'm a Sagittarius, it makes perfect
I'm a
sense.
Sagittarius. So
Perfect sense.
I be having to keep calm, because that fire will get it.
But your mind also won't stay focused.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this, you're scrambling and scraping.
It's a lot in here. It's a lot. It's a lot.
You gotta focus.
And it be a lot going on. But I'm here and I'm fighting and we gonna keep fighting.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely fight. We gonna fight the good fight and we're gonna win it. We don't lose.
So what are the people saying in the comments? And why do you turn my comments off?
I didn't turn your comments off.
I can't see nothing.
I don't know why. Yeah, but yet you here laughing all in ratchet business. I said what I said. You don't seem too concerned about her business. She have nothing. You really can't make it up. Kiki says, "What the fuck is in the Arizona can?" She slurred in a bitch. She got 4 kids. I wonder what they think.
I gotta get dressed for work. Are you going in now? Okay. This is just Arizona. It's not anything in here. It's no. It's no liquor in here. I was thirsty. I was parched. So I got my drink to drink, my Arizona. And then, yes, I'm laughing today because yesterday and the day before, I was crying and sitting in the dark room in my bed. So today I found a reason to smile because I was able to talk to my son yesterday. I'm not gonna be serious every day. You can't even live life like that to even be functional enough to fight for a child. Like you have to find some type of peace. You have to find some type of joy. I have four other children that I'm living for that are in the home with me. So what good of service am I to them being a dark, gloomy person all the time because I'm fighting for my child? That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. You have people that fight for their life and they're facing murder sentences, going to jail for the rest of their life, and they still find some type of joy. So I
No,
feel like you should find the
I don't feel
nearest
like you
step.
have to be down. I mean, like
Like you don't have to be down. Listen,
it's been like
I I still have a life that I have to live outside of fighting for my son, and I'm going to live that life because I have to be sane. I have to have a way to release the anger, to release the hurt, to release the pain, or to release the frustration. I have to have moments where I am able to let my hair down, where I am able to breathe. Like y'all got the game fucked up and twisted all the way, all the way fucked up and twisted. And if you've never been in my position and if you've never been in my shoes, or you don't know anybody that's ever been in my position or been in my shoes, then you shouldn't have an opinion to formulate. Go to bed, go to sleep. Go find something else
you
to
can't
do.
take y'all ass to bed. She said what the fuck she said.
That is period.
And that's the
Find
number.
find somebody else to play with because this ain't it over here. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, receipts don't lie. So y'all can sit up here and say all day long what don't make sense. Just go check the receipts, boo. Just go down the rabbit hole like everybody else did. So
Uh,
yeah, do
that's the number right there to call in, y'all. If y'all want to call in for the number, that's the number right there to call in. And if you want to ask her anything, but she said what the fuck she said, y'all can go to bed. Somebody said you oh you
a
tough.
lot. This Arizona was good as fuck.
Hold on, Dion calling back in. What's good?
I forgot to mention earlier, Michelle said once that the judge goes to TD Jakes' church. You know what I mean? So y'all Dallas strong down there, man. I know y'all can work it out, but y'all gotta understand TD Jakes is just as powerful, just as dangerous as Diddy is. You know what I'm saying? You Google, you will see that America even made TD Jakes the preacher of the country. I don't know what that means, but you know what I'm saying? That's how naive the world is. You know what I'm saying? They look at this man. He's supposed to be a gospel preacher, but he's nothing but a false prophet. You know what I mean? And he's nothing but a motivational speaker. So it's time for us to expose the evilness that's in the church. You know what I'm saying? So people can shine the light on the real ones. That's really help saving souls, really blessing the community. You know what I'm saying? Helping marriages and families and stuff like that. Yeah. TD Jakes, man, he been a con artist, man. But and the Bible says you can't even wish Godspeed on a false prophet. So yeah, Big Ratchet, we need a diss record, Doc. You need to pop your shit about TD Jakes, everything. You know what I'm saying? We got to pray for the victims, but we can't even pray for TD Jakes. So yeah, we're going in Big Ratchet style. You know do what you do, bro.
Salute, gang.
Welcome up.
All right.
Peace.
Salute. Hold on. Hold on one second. I'm gonna call him back. I think she dipped off I don't know. Y'all might have ran her off. I think y'all ran her ass off. Let me see if y'all ran her off the. Did y'all run off the live, man? Ratchet Gang, y'all ain't shit. Ratchet Gang done ran her off the live. She done read a few comments and got pissed off. Oh, she said no, I'm coming back. Okay, she said she coming back right now. She said she coming back right now, y'all. She coming right back whenever she called back in. Yeah, y'all don't know what the hell going on, y'all. She said y'all could take y'all ass to bed. She said what the fuck she said. Hold on. Hey, she said she not on here right now, brother. She gonna call right back in. Hey, turn your live off in the background.
Yes, that's all.
Okay, yeah, she dipped off the live. She said she calling right back in.
Okay. Is it okay to talk or you want me to wait?
I mean, I don't know if you want to talk to me or her.
Uh, well, yeah, I want to talk to her.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to wait till she come back. I'll call you back when she come back up here.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bet. All right. Well, she said she'll be back in a minute, y'all. Well, she said right now, but I'm still waiting on her. How y'all feel about her though, man? How y'all feel about the story? How do y'all feel like she telling the truth? Do y'all feel like she lying? We'll wait for her. We'll wait for her to come back. But do y'all like? Are y'all feeling some type of way about her? I see a lot of people in the comment section. They kind of hot about this. I'm getting some text messages. There's some mad people. They like, man, Ratchet, fuck this. Send your 4 kids to bed. Say that again. She is afraid of that demon. That's why. Big Ratchet. She lying. Yes, she is. Who is this calling in? What's good? What's good? Yo, 318. What's up? All right, get off my phone. All right, people calling in. Oh, here she go right here. She calling back in, y'all. She calling back in. Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
What the hell you
Sorry.
doing?
I have to go to the store and get my baby some orange juice.
Already. Okay. So what we doing?
Huh?
So what we doing? Last time I checked, you was cussing my people out in the chat. What we on now?
I wasn't cussing them out. Did I cuss the girl out? I didn't cuss her out.
Well, you told them you said what the fuck you said and go and take their ass to bed. And
I did say what the. Yeah, they can. They need to go to bed. It's if you ain't trying to hear the truth, then what you here for? If you just want to talk to see your words typed on the screen, then what you here for? If you don't know me or know my story and you're not trying to get acquainted with the story before having a judgment on the story, then what are you here for? If you're trying to pass judgment based off what you think you would do if you was in the situation, because let's be honest, nobody knows what they're going to do until they're in the situation. Then what are you here for? It makes no sense. If you're not going to have grace, if you're not, everybody wants grace and everybody wants mercy, but nobody wants to extend the same grace and mercy that they asked for or that they want. Everybody be so quick to pass judgment because you'll say to yourself, "Oh, I never let that happen to me. Oh, that'll never happen to me. Oh, I do this, I do that." You don't know shit you gonna do until you in the situation, and that's just in any situation. You don't know better about nothing. Nobody does. You don't know what you're gonna do until you're put in those situations.
all right, we got
You
somebody.
don't
We
know.
got somebody on the
You don't
phone.
know.
What's good?
Hey, how you doing?
Go ahead, brother.
I would just like to ask her. She found out the information that there was a criminal filing done and that there was a case. Why did she not go to CPS and why did she not do an emergency filing to get jurisdiction back over her child? Because you would have been able to do that.
What? My child wasn't in CPS care or custody.
I didn't understand what she said.
Her child was not in CPS custody.
The child does not have to be in CPS custody. The child was in custody of a home that had a criminal case against a child.
Yeah, but that wasn't until 2022, sir. My child, when I was going through what I was going through, that was in 2014 through 2018. So it wasn't nothing that nobody knew nothing about that shit. That shit didn't come out until 2022.
Okay, ma'am, I'm not.
So there was no grounds for me to be able to do a jurisdiction or to be like, hey, this person is in a home and they're not fit to be there, whatever the case may be. Like,
I can't hear you no more. I think you're on your Bluetooth or something.
Okay, what I'm saying to her, the time period doesn't matter. There is a recent conviction, less than a month old. She can do that now.
If she went on, she froze up.
Okay. Yes, I see she froze up.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But my what I'm saying is the fact that by there being a recent conviction, Jake's daughter and the husband are not legally divorced. There was a divorce filing, but it's not final yet because they didn't do financial declaration. They have a house, and the house is still in both of their names. So if the house is in both of their name, that means the financial declaration hasn't been filed in the state of Texas, and you cannot get a final divorce until that is done. So there is no final divorce. She can still, at this point, make that argument and get an emergency hearing. In fact, that the child needs to be placed with her or somewhere else until she can get custody back.
Okay, there she go. I think she back. There she go.
Okay.
Say something so I see if I can hear you. Michelle? I can't hear you. Did you mute your mic? Look and see if you hit that mute button. Yeah, I don't know. I think she. Say something.
Oh,
I
it
can't
is
hear you.
me.
Oh, there you go. There
Okay,
you
I
go.
got it.
You probably hit that mute button. That's good. Oh, she back.
Okay. So, Michelle, please hear me out.
She froze again.
Okay.
Child.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Michelle, please look at
Yes.
it. Regardless of what time period it happens, the criminal conviction was just done within the month or two, and the divorce is not final within the month or two, and you still
Their
have
divorce
time.
was final. Their
So what?
divorce was final March. Their divorce was final March 4th, 2022.
No, that's not correct. They didn't do a financial. They didn't do a financial declaration, and the home is still in the name. So there is no divorce until that home is settled and parsed out. Either they got to pay him out of the house, or they got to sell the house, and that's not been done. So the divorce is not final.
He didn't want he gave her everything. He didn't want. I have their divorce decree.
And if you go back to court, you'll find out that divorce is not final. It's not final. It's not.
Okay. Who is this on the phone?
That's the dude that was talking the other day.
Okay, so can you tell me how you have receipts of me accepting money for my child from Cora?
You did accept money for your child.
I did not accept a dime for my child, sir.
So you never received. So they never paid you any money.
What do you say?
So they never paid you any money.
They never. I haven't received a dime for my child. I didn't take the money. She offered me money. I've never received a dime for my child, and that's on my daddy's grave. You can't pay me for my child. That was never no. So whatever receipt you got from whatever person they got it from, that's a lie and it's a made up receipt. I've never taken any money from them. I've never accepted any money from them. I've never worked for them. I never worked for Cora. I've never worked for Bishop. I've never worked for the Policy House. Ever. They didn't give me no money for my child. I didn't take no money for my child. She offered me $5,000 for my child. She offered me and my child's father $5,000. I never took anything. And I told her to her face, like, you cannot pay me any money for my child.
Okay, so you would. Okay. All right. Well, I'm being cordial to you, so I'm going to ask you to do the same to me. Okay. I'm not here to attack you at all. I'll need you to understand that. Okay. So let me ask you this. You were never on Cora's payroll under her organization?
Never.
And you never received any
Never.
paycheck? And you never received any kind of paycheck from them? Huh?
Never. Never. Never.
So if you're saying you have okay, you're saying that you have a copy of the divorce, did you check and find out the financial documentation to that divorce to see that it's not final yet?
The what documentation?
Financial.
The financial report, the filing.
Cora is not broke. The financial order of it?
Yes.
You want me to pull it up right now and look at it?
No, you don't have to pull it up with me. I know about it, but I'm just saying, do you have a copy of that?
You have a copy of the
The financial order.
Yeah.
He didn't walk up. Brandon signed the prenup.
No. They bought a home together. Prenup does not preclude that in the state of Texas.
They brought a home together. Bishop bought the home and they put their names on it. But
don't matter. It does. It. Can I finish?
Brandon, I don't listen. What's your name, sir?
Ma'am, if you hear what I'm saying without giving an argument, you'll follow the dots. I'm not the one that noticed. I'm not the only one that noticed information. So if you listen, you may understand to get some help here now. Please, I'm not attacking you. I'm giving you.
You might take it seems like you're taking my tone the wrong way. What I'm trying to understand is because one, you was already wrong on two things. Me taking money for my son and me being an employee of the organization.
Ma'am, we don't want to go tit. We don't want to.
We're not going tit for tat, but for me to have for me to be able to.
I asked you a direct question. Can you please answer that question? You said that you have the divorce decree. If you have the divorce decree, the financial declaration would be part of the final dissolution of marriage. And in the state of Texas, even though they gave that dissolution, it was premature.
No, he don't sound familiar to me. And sir, you have got to calm down talking to me. Like, I have the divorce decree. I don't know what the final dissolution of marriage is. I don't know if that's in the divorce decree that I have. All that I can tell you is I have the divorce decree. And another thing.
He's trying to give you a loophole.
I understand what he's trying to do, but he's coming across the wrong way.
I'm gonna give you the information behind the scenes.
Yeah, we can talk behind the scenes because he's like it's already.
I got you.
We can talk to him behind the scenes, and maybe I can understand better what he's trying to say.
So listen at this, Michelle. You did the court filing pro se. That means yourself, pro se. You represent yourself.
Right, okay. I did that before.
Okay, so anytime you represent yourself and the court accepts you as representing yourself, you have the same privileges as an attorney to filing motions and or receiving information pertaining to the file, because you cannot move forward until you have disclosure of all documentation. Okay. Now, what you're saying, I understand, but I'm trying to explain to you, you haven't taken the full steps in doing what you're trying to do. You have some room, you have some light here. If you please not be defensive and just hear what I'm saying, I think that you will find that my information is Pretty accurate. Now, I am saying to you that you, as a pro se litigant, right now have the right to go back into court and file a motion here, an emergency hearing in absentia. That means without the party of the Jake family knowing
What motion did you say?
In absentia. That means without the absence of the defendant.
Right. Okay.
This is a civil family case and not a criminal case. In a criminal case, you can't file an absentia, but in a civil family case, you can.
Okay.
In the state of Texas, in Benton County. Okay? So, that being said, if you go back and you make the judge aware by filing that this conviction has taken place, your child was in the home at the time these acts was committed, and there has been a plea proffered of guilty with a 20-year sentence given, that will open your case immediately.
Okay.
So it don't matter about anything else, the dates or whatever. This is current. This is right now. You will get action. Okay? Don't worry about the argument. Don't worry about anything else. Deal with that. Listen, it may even be an unfair fight, but you know what? It's your fight that you have to do. If they fought unfair, then you fight unfair.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning now. Because I tried to fight fair before and it didn't get me nowhere. And they was fighting dirty like a motherfucker.
Well, I hear that, but at the same time, I'm sorry, she's still talking.
No,
I can't hear her.
She's not.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you gave them more of an advantage by trying to fight yourself. You didn't know, so that's okay. That's water under the bridge. Now you have an opportunity. You have an open window through the means that no judge in any state of the United States is not going to pay attention to a family that has had a child SA in the home and leave another child that they're appointed in their home to stay there without checking it. They're not going to do that. That's too serious nowadays.
And the next thing you need to do is not speak online about this no more. After what I'm gonna do, after we get off, and I'm gonna chop it up with you, I'm gonna talk about nothing else on the internet.
That's correct.
Seriously.
That's what I've been doing. I've been silent.
You didn't fuck up a lot. But it's
what
okay.
I did, great.
You didn't fuck up a
Since
lot.
February, I haven't been really coming on Facebook or nothing.
You have, but
what I said since February.
I mean, I'll be watching you.
Okay. I thought I was doing a good job by being quiet.
No, that's the problem. You.
Hey, brother Ratchet.
What's good?
Brother Ratchet.
What's good?
Can I ask her a question?
Go ahead.
With you knowing, Michelle, about how they do with all the kids in the upper room, you have information to give the judge for an emergency hearing.
I'll give the information to her, but yeah, we gonna. We're gonna do this behind the scenes because it's just a little too much. You know what I'm talking about? We definitely gonna. But yeah, I'm gonna give her the information, brother.
Okay, all right, brother.
I appreciate you, and I'm gonna hit you up behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
All right, salute.
Yep, salute.
All right. Yeah, he was just trying to give you some gems on what. We'll talk about it behind the scenes. I know. Yeah, I know now. I mean, it's somebody that definitely got some gems for you to use.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is from here. Now I need you to listen to me. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. If you don't listen to me, and I take my hands off of it, I'm done. There ain't no coming back. Listen to me. Stay off the internet talking about it. Get with me behind the scenes, and if you look, I'm not even sure your situation, but even if you got a situation to where you're trying to build you up a little platform to get you a little woo-doo, I can help you with that. You know what I'm talking about? Gonna do it the right way.
Okay, so question. In the meantime of being quiet, what do I keep going on my social medias?
I'm gonna teach you that. I'm going look, if you want to learn how to have a powerhouse of people behind you, I can show you how. Look at
Okay.
if anybody you're gonna listen to and take direction in this area of social media is me, because I'm monetized on every social media platform.
Okay.
So if you're looking for what kind of content you're gonna feed, don't worry, you still can tell your story in a different way.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
definitely, I work with you behind the scenes on that part. Just listen to me on that, because right now you're doing way too much and you're kind of putting your foot in your mouth every time you speak, based on what they already got. Now they already got the upper hand because of some paperwork. It's bullshit. You know it, I know it, but it's still
And
paperwork.
like, what paperwork they got?
NBA and the gag order, shit like that. So they got the upper hand right there, and you losing because every time you open your mouth, you going against the grain. You feel what I'm saying? So even though we know it's bullshit, that's why you shut the fuck up and prove it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I got my own legal shit I'm going through. I don't got to get on the internet and discuss shit. I know that's bullshit. I know the whole thing is bullshit. It's gonna get thrown out of court. But I'm not gonna get on the internet and fuck myself by talking about it. When the time comes, I'm just gonna expose everything. So when it comes to the internet, don't do no more interviews. Don't do nothing else. I will teach you how to run up a bag on social media. That's easy, light work. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest thing to fucking do, is sit at home and make money. That's easy. So I could show you that game. That's nothing. And I could show you what to talk to your people about and still tell your story. So you ain't gonna leave your people hanging. Don't worry about that. Stop worrying about that and focus on the tunnel vision. Focus on the goal. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Mhm.
And we gonna go from there.
I'm not confused. I'm listening.
Why
I'm
you
not.
looking? No, you're not listening because you reading the comments.
No, I am. I just lifted my head up and read the comments this whole time. My head been down listening
You
to
should have
you.
been saying fuck the comments the whole time. This big ratchet talking to you. What you reading the comments for?
Oh my god! You just finished your sentence, and I looked up and read the comment.
I'm Sagittarius is wild.
Why you? Why you jumping down my throat? I literally just lifted up my head, and that was the first comment there.
Yeah, just don't read the comments. You a mess.
Okay, so when we gonna have our meeting?
Um, soon, very soon.
Okay.
I'll talk to you about that.
It's kind of hard for me though because I have to get into the rhythm of like being active with social media. Like I've been such like a private person, majority of my life.
Okay, put it like this: how many women do you think share a similar story with you?
It's a lot of women.
You could be the
I've got.
advocate.
I
You could be,
mean,
you
I've
could be
been
a big advocate, 'cause
overloaded.
not only can you tell your story, you can tell theirs. You can have a platform of women just sitting up there. Just get with me behind the scenes, man. Just get with me behind the scenes. I'm going to definitely point you in this direction, and then you go up from here. You'll have a powerhouse behind you. It's a lot of women who will feel your story. You just got to just stop talking, more action,
Okay.
and you're gonna win. Trust me, this is an easy case. I know it seems like it's hard because you probably don't got the means, probably don't got the money, but that's why you meet people, and you learn that these people got means. These people got ways to. Who is this calling in? Somebody calling in from Ohio. Who is this? What's good?
Yo, Ratchet, the Mortal Biggest Shack, salute.
What's good?
What's good? So, my thing is like, did you go to court at all to sign your kid over, or was because it just sounds like you signed a couple pieces of papers unknowingly? From what I'm getting, is that's like my main question.
Yeah, but we ended up going to trial twice.
So you went to trial knowingly signing your child over to them at one point. Is that what you're saying?
No.
No. Okay. I thought I heard that in the past. I've been misunderstood. If you didn't do that, so I didn't think it was that easy to lose your kid by just signing a couple pieces of paper. I thought you had to go through court procedures and things, but is that all you're saying?
They they got me to sign those papers, then they got me to sign the rights, but that's still not a legal document until it's done in court. So nothing was done in court. So nothing was done legally. And when we actually started going to court and I was asking to get those things vacated instead of them following what the law says to do, they didn't. When I went to court and said, hey, I don't want to give my child, I want my child, I don't want my rights to be terminated, that should have been the end all be all. And instead of that being the end all be all, they dragged me out for 2 years in court.
Okay. And you fought. You didn't hand the child over. You were fighting against them the whole time.
Yes,
you went to court and I'm giving my child over. Okay, I just wanted to straighten that out.
I never signed any adoption papers. I never signed any papers like that. Even at the courthouse, I didn't sign any adoption papers.
More reason why you gonna win.
All right, I appreciate your attitude. Thank you. I just wanted to ask. Salute, gang. I'll see y'all later.
Salute, gang.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. Like I said, it sounds like an uphill battle. I know it sounds like you've been through a lot. You probably just feel like, man, how the fuck am I going? Trust me, it'll get easier. And the first thing, you gotta keep God first. You gotta put God first and know He gonna, just see you through this. You gotta put God first. Second, just like I said, stop talking and just get up off your ass. And it's time. It's time to get off. It's time to take social media to the streets. If that makes sense, you can still do your social media thing, but it'd be better to get on 10 toes, put 2 feet on the ground. It's time to start showing action. If you want your kid back, it's time to start fighting. Now it's time to start fighting. Fuck the legalities and all that. That'll come, but it's time to show and prove. And you got a support system right here. Like I said, I can't do it for you, but if you would get off your ass with me, I definitely will be right there with you. I promise you, and I definitely will help you
I
out.
have no problem. I have no problem doing that.
Okay.
Because before I was protesting by myself. I didn't have no help. So
you got Ratchet Gang right here with you. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely, even though they're gonna talk shit, they gonna troll you in the comments, but they want to see you get off your ass and do something. Trust me and believe me. Everybody in this crowd who talking shit right now, if you get up off your ass and show them, and you show action, they'll flip that switch on you and be like, okay.
I believe that, but I think also, not to be combative, like, y'all just not coming in, right? Y'all just not coming in of a 6-year thing that I've been doing by myself, and I've been talking, but nobody believed me. People didn't start believing me until I started talking ratchet, until I started cussing, until I started, you know what I'm saying, talking like, I didn't have any type of educational background. People wasn't believing me when I was saying, hey, I need help. Hey, this is what's going on. Hey, I'm going to the church, and I'm going to the church by myself, like literally protesting by myself, getting kicked out of the church by myself, showing up to Bishop's them home at the gate by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing lead work by myself. And so now it's just like, okay, if I can have some help with the leg work, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do it by yourself. It's impossible. You can't. You cannot win this fight by yourself. You can't win no fight by yourself. It's just better to have a support system behind you. It's better to have the more people, the better. The more, the merrier. I can't do my mission alone. In order for me to succeed and go where I need to go as high as I gotta go, I need these people right there with me. I need every one of them. It's gonna take me and everybody in this chat and who else we bring along the way. It's gonna take everybody. We cannot fight no fight alone. You can't go to court and be your own lawyer, no matter how much evidence, and you know that it just don't work like that.
Right.
You got to have people with you. You got to stop being
Right.
alone, and it's time to show and prove. I'm not against you. I believe in you. I believe that you're just a troubled person. You know what I'm saying? You just very misunderstood. I don't think you're a malicious person. I don't think you don't care about your kid. I just think you, like I said, I think you just got yourself into some shit. And I still stand on that. I think you just got yourself into some shit that you just don't know how to get out of. But there is a way. There's always a way. So I'm not here to judge you. I don't really give a fuck about your past. I don't care how you led up to the moment. If a woman is saying she want her kid back, no matter, even if you did, I'm not saying you did. Even if a woman did sell her kid, or she did do, if she did something and regrets it and wants her kid back, I do believe that she has the right to get her kid back. Again, you birthed the child, you carried him for 9 months. So no matter what you went through, or what trauma you went through, or what was going on in your head when you did what you did, or whatever, I don't even care. I just ask the questions just so I can get a better understanding. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you did in your past. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help you. So fuck what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the water under the bridge. I don't even talk about what happened no more. I think that shit is dead and done. Let's talk about what's gonna happen. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna reach out and use every resource possible, and we're gonna get your kid back.
Okay.
That's it. But you gotta listen.
Well, damn, Sagittarius, I'ma listen.
All right now. Yeah, I believe it.
I'ma listen, Sagittarius.
I got you, Sagittarius. Look at my mind. So I see y'all. I've been reading y'all comments all night, Maj. Y'all crazy. Yeah, the mods mad. They'll be all right.
Damn, baby.
They'll be all right.
They're gonna have to be okay because people will put their opinion on you and don't even don't even know for real. They just make their opinions based on how they feel or what they think they would do or how they think stuff should have been, or oh, you lying because if you was doing this or that. Like, you don't you don't know if you've never been in that position.
So
You don't.
what are your next steps? What are you telling me is gonna happen from this point on?
You told me that I need to shut up and I need to listen to you.
What are you gonna do?
Shut up and listen to you.
All right. Man. We gonna see. We are
Yeah.
going to see
I
what.
can't wait for the day when it actually everything is actually able to all come out. Cause a lot of people gonna be with their mouth open to the flow. Like when Cassie told y'all that man was beating on her, and y'all didn't believe it. Y'all wanted to come to the aid of Diddy and or whatever. Then the video dropped.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people who gonna doubt you along the way. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm going through my own shit right now. There's people right through whatever. I don't give a fuck who believe what. When the truth
Who
comes to light,
believe or who don't? Cause the truth is gonna outlive a lie any day.
the truth will come to light, and all will be answered. All questions will be answered one day. But
Yes.
you can't. You got to learn how to use this though. You can't always just go here and use your mouth. Yeah, you know the truth. We know you know the truth. We know you know exactly what happened. But sometimes your mouth could be the worst weapon you could use. You got to use your mind. Your mouth will get you into a lot of trouble, especially when it comes to legalities. You know what I'm saying? That mouth is like you just won't stop. And why you think that they won't? You say why
But you
Cora?
know why? You know
But you,
why?
but you ask
It's
yourself, why won't
because
Cora? Why won't Cora talk? You know why she won't talk?
but she
Legally,
is talking. She not that she won't talk.
she won't address you.
Doing because she's messaging people. No, she's messaging people.
That's
She
cool.
the talking. She is talking. She's just
She
not
ain't on social media talking about it
putting
though.
it out there.
She not on social
Huh?
media, Facebook, and
She is on social media talking
she
about
don't
it.
listen to you
Like
on
y'all
those.
have to catch her. You have to.
Okay, are we
Trust
talking
me
about
when I
saying your
tell you.
name or some subliminal messages?
Yeah, I'm not talking about subliminal. I'm talking about very direct. Trust me. Like you have to catch her. Like I got screenshots. People send me screenshots all the time. Whenever she makes a post that's directed towards me, when she be in her stories and she be that girl be talking. She be messaging people, messaging my supporters, or like my supporter message her. She'll message them back and give them all type of false information, and they'll send it to me. So she be talking. She want to talk so bad. Her daddy's not letting her talk, but she want to talk so bad. And then or she'll do like I said, she'll like they always do. She'll go put it in the sermon, but they could be used against you too because the gag order is not just on me; it's on them too. But she's been talking about this, talking about Jason. She just puts it in her sermons. She's been doing it. Even her most recent one she did. She was talking about this situation with me and Jason. So they try to do it and act like because they put it in a sermon that it's
That's
not gonna
smart, though.
like
Whether you like it or not, that's fucking smart. The best way to talk shit about somebody
I'm not
That's
saying
the
that
way
it's
to talk shit about somebody is when they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I talk shit about people all the
you don't
time.
know what the fuck they talking about. Everybody know
You
what the
don't
fuck
know
they
as, as
talking
long as
about.
long as as long as I get the message to you, I don't give a fuck who else hears it. I don't care about nobody else. I can get up here and just talk so much shit. As long as the person I'm talking shit about knows, I don't care if the whole chat don't know what I'm talking about. As long as I know you knew, that's all I need. I ain't gonna never be direct and say your name, but I'm gonna definitely. You gonna receive the message. But it's smart. You gotta learn tactics. You gotta learn it. You don't need to ever say her name again. Don't ever say her name again. Ever.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the smartest thing to never mind. I'm gonna tell you what I ain't gonna tell you to do that online. I'm gonna tell you what the smartest thing to do is, and then move forward.
Okay.
You'll be all right. Just if you're gonna talk about this situation, use code names. You know, you can even call her Cobra. You can even call her Cobra Jakes. Who the fuck is Cobra? I don't know. Who the fuck is Cobra? Ain't no real person.
Right.
And you can call him Take That. Take That Jakes. Who the fuck is Take That? Well, you ain't gotta say TD.
Right.
I mean, just learn the game. I'm gonna teach you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you the game. Don't even worry about it. But
Okay.
we got this.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you for pulling up. I'm gonna hit you up here. I'm gonna hit you up here in a little bit. I'm gonna chop it up.
You finna stay on live? Ain't it like 12?
I don't sleep. No, I sleep when I die.
Oh my god, you sound like my grandpa.
Got a lot of money to make, man. How am I make money if I'm asleep?
I guess you're right.
I know I'm always right,
Why do you feel like you're always right?
but I ain't.
You don't feel like you're ever wrong?
Even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
Mm, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
big fact.
Well, I appreciate you and I appreciate your platform. And thank you for giving me a safe space to come tell my story.
You welcome to come by anytime. Well, you'll be around. I'm gonna take you under my wing. You'll be around.
Okay, great.
Okay, Michelle. I'm,
Okay, great.
I'm gonna hit you up.
Okay.
Wave
Bye,
goodbye.
y'all.
Bye, Michelle. With her crazy ass. All
See
right,
you
Michelle. I'm gonna hit
later.
you up.
I do. I gotta get my kids ready for school in the morning. I'm like, you want to go sleep?
I sleep tomorrow.
You sleep tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Salute to you, Michelle.
Bye.
All right, salute. All right, salute to Michelle, y'all. Salute to Michelle, man. Child, child. That's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna be real. That girl, that's gonna be a tough shell to crack right there. That is gonna be one tough shell to crack right there. I'm gonna be honest. That is gonna be a tough shell to crack. Yeah, but I got it though, man. I'm gonna take her under my wing. I'm gonna help her out. What y'all think, man? Should we help her out over here, gang? Drop the gems if you want to help her. Drop the caps if you do not want to help her. I'm gonna do a poll real quick. Hold on, let me do a poll. Let me do a poll. Let me make sure the gang wanna be in this fight. Should we help Michelle? Yes or no? Just straight yes or no. Should we help Michelle, y'all? Straight up yes or no. Do y'all think we should help the lady out? Should we do it, gang? Should we do it? Let me know. Vote, 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 vote. I need everybody to vote. Everybody vote. And make sure y'all get the likes up, man. Hit them three dots right there. Hit the three dots right there and press the likes, man. Hit the three dots right there and the likes will appear right there. Let's get it to 600, man. The gang does want to help her out, it looks like. So far, so good. 79% say yes, 80% say yes, 20% say no. Should we help Michelle out, y'all? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Drop the gems or drop the caps. They say, Ratchet, please do your research first because she is not being honest. They said, we over here, we over overtime with this interview. Nothing but a thing. Seems like a lot was going on with her. Yeah, but it can be done. They said, you need a female to help you. They said, why did she do it in the first place? She has to listen to Ratchet. Binky, I know Binky been mad though. Binky been pissed off all night. Yeah, gang, just watch out for them grits. What is them grits? What the hell you talking about? You said watch out for them grits. I don't Ratchet check her out for Binky said, fuck that, man. Do it, Ratchet, RG4L. Can't make them drink. She just needs to listen and stop talking so much. Yes, she needs your help, Ratchet. We got to get her kid back, y'all. We got to help the lady get her kid back. We have to. You know what I'm saying? It's only right, man. And in the midst of that, in the midst of us helping her out, we are able to take TD Jakes down. In the midst of us helping her out, this will give us another thing to do, and that is to help take TD Jakes down. I don't give a fuck about saying names. I don't care about saying names. I'm on your ass, no Diddy. TD Jakes, I am on your ass. I will be at the Potter's house. I will be seeing UTD. I will be seeing Sarita. I will be seeing, and your people been hitting me up anyway. So you've been trying to get my attention, big boy, with your big back ass. You've been trying to get my attention, you hefty bag built bitch. TD, I'm on your ass. No Diddy. You might like that, but I'm saying no Diddy. I heard you like that, power bottom. I heard you do. But hey, I'm just letting you know, brother. You done made an enemy out of Big Ratchet. So hey, I'm on your ass. No Diddy. I have to keep saying no Diddy with you because you like that shit, big boy. You like that shit, big boy. I don't like it though, big boy. But I'm on your ass, no Diddy. But say, man, I'm just being real, y'all. I said, big, it was your big back ass. Have you ever been swallowed? I would. I would. I know that's right, TD Fakes. They said, please and thanks, Ratchet. Yeah, we gonna do it, y'all. We gonna help her out. It looks like the crowd wants to. 81% say yes. So it looks like the people in the crowd do want us to help her out. So I say we take this case on. Justice for Jason. Bring Jason home. We gonna bring Jason home to his mama. That's what we gonna do, man. I'm gonna help her out, man. You know what I'm saying? This time we do a lot of good deeds. I told y'all I'm on my God journey, and it's just only right. It's just only right that we continue to fight the good fight, man. We gotta help our people out. When your people need you, man, it's just best to help them out, especially when you got the resources that they've been missing the whole time. You see how I had people call in, giving her the gems that she don't know. She don't know none of this. She didn't look into it, but I'm not. It's not her fault. Like I said, she needed somebody in her corner. And that's why it's like, do you got a male figure around, like a husband, boyfriend, a dad, an uncle, or something? Because I could just tell there's not a male around to guide you through it. Because you would have been on game. You know what I'm saying? You would have. It's really easy. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have the right guidance, man. You gotta have the right support system. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not just a man. You could have the right woman in your corner that could help you, but you definitely need some guidance, and I'm gonna definitely help you and guide you through what you need to do. Just gotta listen. That is all you gotta do, baby girl, is just listen. You listen, we go far. If you listen, we'll go real far with this real quick. It says she ain't did her own research. I don't believe it's her fault. I just think she don't know. So yes, be careful. Look at the court paperwork and see why they didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna get everything. In order for me to help her out, I got to get everything. I can't just go in and just be like, okay, let's just whatever, whatever. In order for me to take this on, I need all the paperwork. In order for me to take this on, I need to see everything. I need to see it all. Let's go ahead and keep it a big buck. I need to see everything. Man. I need to see the whole motherfucking paperwork. That's what I need. And I ain't tripping off the. We didn't get a lot of support, but I'm just gonna guess that my support went to her. So I'm not mad. I don't care if that's the case. If y'all did send her some money and y'all did send her some support, I ain't fucked up about that at all. Because if I don't get my support and I throw somebody else cash app up there and they get it, I ain't doing no tripping because I promoted her cash app for a reason. And I also sent her some money. You know what I'm saying? I definitely sent her some nice chunk of change tonight just for her pulling up and sharing her story and just for me just being a good person, man. So, oh, and I did get some cash app. Hold on, let me see. I did get some cash apps, bro. Let me see. Salute to Naima. Naima sent me a 35 piece. Salute to Tip, or excuse me, Mary. Salute to Mary for that 10 piece. Salute to Gino for that 10 piece. I appreciate y'all for that for them for that money, man. I appreciate y'all. That's 55 on the cash app. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. Salute to all three of y'all. I didn't mean to not shout y'all out. I just been busy working. So I didn't look at my phone. Someone said, well, send me a few dollars. Let me send you the timeout. Let me go ahead and send you the timeout. Where is the little? What do you mean, Sunnyside? Somebody send me some dollars. Let me send you the right to timeout. Where is the daddy? Oh, the daddy she would not talk about. She would. That's the second time she would not talk about the daddy. They said, "Have you ever been swallowed?" Yeah, I don't know what the hell people up here asking me for money. Get your Carla talking about send me a few dollars. Send me a few timeouts. There you go. So because she don't know how to represent herself and she became a victim, they want people to see her in a negative light. Yeah, but I believe she did that to herself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against her. Trust me, I'm not. I think the negative light is painted on her because of her. She just won't stop talking, and it's looking a certain way to the. If you just keep talking about the same thing and you're not, you know what I'm saying, you're not up protesting every week. That's why Dion like, why you not at the Potter's house? You should have been had a group of people. You got a platform on social media. They all in your chat every day. Y'all should have been figured out a way to. What happened when I was in the Alexis Ware case? I took me and my support system out to South Carolina, out to North Carolina. You got to put boots on the ground. When you want some answers in some cases, sometimes you got to put boots on the ground. You can't always do it from the comfort of your own home. You got to get out there and you got to get on the streets. So it's time to stop talking, Michelle. It's time to stop talking. It's time to show some action. And I'm here with you. Like I said, I ain't gonna be out there. I'm not going to the Potter's house by myself and being out there protesting on behalf of you. You're gonna have your ass right there with me. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna do it every we can get some more people to go with us. We can go 20, 30 people up in that motherfucker. I live in Dallas. I'm Ratchet TV. I can make it happen. They already looking for me at the Potter's house anyway. I might as well show up like it was good. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm here for service, baby. Hey, I'm just showing love, baby. I might even throw you a little ties, TD. Might even chunk you a little something, fat boy. You know what I'm talking about? They said one thing, I love Dallas. Yeah, I love Dallas too. She been saying this for years. It's a reason they won't give him back to her. Cause she don't know what she's doing. Cause how somebody wants you to fight harder for their kid than they are. Yeah, man, we gonna get to all this, man. Don't worry, we gonna get to all this, man. We gonna go ahead and solve this case. But in order for us to solve this, we gotta expose TD and his whole family. We gotta go at them all, man. We gotta put so much pressure on them that they just gotta look, take him. Just get Ratchet off our back. Ratchet he's causing a problem in Dallas, Texas. That's what I want. I want to open up the gates to the Potter House. Because that's the gates of hell. Potter House is the gates of hell. They don't even preach out the Bible over there. They don't even tell you nothing. They just be up there giving motivational speeches. Okay, well, you know, sometimes you have to sleep at night in order to wake up in the morning. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? You have to understand to hold them and to fold them. You got to exercise to lose the weight. Shut the fuck up, fat boy. You don't say nothing. I ain't never heard him preach nothing out that Bible. He don't never got the Bible in his hand. When do you see T.D. Jakes with a Bible in his hand reading the scripture? You don't. Oh, the cookies are so good with the milk. Oh, I would have put the milk. Oh, I would. Have you ever dipped an Oreo inside of the ice cold milk? Oh, I would. Have you ever tasted a honey bun 15 seconds out of the microwave? Oh, the icing is just so succulent. Oh, man. So y'all, Ratchet will get the paperwork in that space. Oh, yeah, you know I'm getting that paperwork. If you can reach her, that'll be great. Each one, reach one. Exactly, TT. Exactly. You know what it is. You know what it is. Is it about the baby or getting the Jakes? Because I know you can do it without wasting resources on her. I can get the Jakes with or without her story. I'm doing this because I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need her to get at the Jakes. I can do that by myself. But like I said, I can kill two birds with one stone because in order to get her kids back, you're gonna have to expose the Jakes anyway. You're not gonna be able to get the kid back without throwing them on Front Street. That's facts. In order for her to get her kid back, she gonna have to expose. It's gonna be some exposure going on. So we might as well kill two birds with one stone. You use Big Ratchet to go at these motherfuckers. Meanwhile, we gonna have you up underneath throwing the. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be up in there throwing in while Ratchet just throwing haymakers. You know what I'm saying? I'm be on this bitch throwing haymakers. You just come in there throwing jabs and uppercuts. You know what I'm saying? We got this. We just team up, and then we have Ratchet Gang going at them from every other angle. You know what I'm talking about? So we got this, man. We got a nice team here. We gon' we gonna get it, man. We gonna get it. As I prayed, you reach her. We got this, beautiful traveler. We got this. We got this. Coco, I would make a scene every Sunday and get a rest. That's what I'm saying, India. We got to be up there doing what we do. Would talk bad about Ratchet. Why her friends wouldn't want her to get your support. I don't know why somebody would steer her away from me. Your guess is as good as mine because I ain't did nothing but help people out over here. I ain't did nothing but help everybody out and tell them the truth. Who mad at me? Alexis Ware family? What the fuck I lied to them about? I told you she was dead, didn't I? Didn't I? Where's she at? I told y'all what happened with Alexis Ware. The family just didn't want to listen to me. But had they listened to me when I was in South Carolina, they would have got her back. They took her out. They took her out after I left. Alexis Ware was still alive when I was in South Carolina, and I'm sure that. But once they didn't do what they were supposed to do, I ain't gonna get on the Alexis Ware case. I don't even want to talk about it, man. But it is what it is, man. Had they listened to me when I was in South Carolina, they would have got their daughter back. Because I came out there with the money to get her back. Y'all remember that? I came out there with the money in my pocket to get her back. How much it's gonna cost? How much they talking? How much you need? They wouldn't listen to me. They want to run plays. So whatever happened, happened, man. It was out of my hands. Alexis Ware is no longer with us, and that ain't my fault. I didn't lie about shit. As long as your attorneys won't back down from the Jakes fam. Look, man, I know some high power attorneys, man, that ain't scared of shit. It's gonna cost some money. Oh, they gonna chunk you. They gonna chunk you. It's gonna cost you a chunk of change. It's gonna definitely cost you some money. But that's what we do what we do over here for, man. We figure a way out of everything, man. There's no way that you could just be stuck. There's no stuck button over here. There's always a way out of everything. So you sure did, Ratchet. You a real one for this, bro. Cause Wu Child, yeah, this gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of work, y'all. This is gonna take a lot of work. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of work. But we gotta be ready to do it, gang. You know what I'm talking about? We've been on here almost 3 hours and 30 minutes, y'all. It's time to go ahead and wrap this show up, man. Allegedly, and everything I say was alleged. It's all under the Fair Use Act. You see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This was just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video, and everything I say is alleged. Alleged. You know what I'm talking about? We'll be back tomorrow, y'all. Y'all get y'all some rest. Good night. Make sure y'all get in the chat after this live is over with. Get in the chat, the comment section. I said chat. Get in the comment section when this live ends. Let me know how y'all felt about tonight. I want to see all my green and blue in that comment section after this live, man. So when I end this live right now, y'all get straight to the comment section and let me know how y'all felt about tonight. I love y'all. Good night to everybody in the chat. Tone, bye. I'm out, gang.